Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking live the Five Flag Speedway, Pensacola, USA for a special presentation tonight. We hope you're all ready to see short track racing the way it was meant to be. Robbie Buckner and I will be on the call as we get set to go. Robbie, we're going to see SK Modifieds and Super Late Models broke up into a couple race programs tonight. I know you're like me, you're ready to see some great short track racing.
Heck yeah, brother, it's the winter meltdown. Everybody's getting ready to thaw out from a long cold winter. No place better to do it than down here in sunny Florida.
You know, this track, historic all in its own right, as it's, you know, the home to the Snowball Derby amongst others. Just accolades galore. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun tonight as we see SKs and Super Late Models on it.
Heck yeah, it's going to be awesome to watch as Super Late Models and SK Mod should be definitely something different to watch tonight to see how it goes.
You know, this is the first time we've gotten to see the day-night transition at an asphalt track too, so it's going to be a lot of difference. Same scenario though, Rob. It's going to be who can keep up with the settings throughout the night, who can make the proper changes to their cars as we get set. Folks, we once again want to welcome you if you're just tuning in to tonight's race. It is the Winter Showdown presented by Nexgen Excavating. Cars on the track right now. You're fixing to see a little bit of qualifying. First car out on the track looks like it's going to be the 52 car. That is Jesse Costa out of Canada.
Long drive for Jesse.
Long drive, Canadian down to Pensacola, Florida. Jesse's going to come out of turn 4. Green flag in the air. You're going to see him get called out by race director Brant Graham one at a time. Jesse's going to be the first to attack the half-mile speedway here. Go on board. Give you a little roof shot, Robbie, and man, look at the front end of that car bounce around. Folks, we told you this track has a lot of prestige, a lot of character.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely not the smoothest track in the world, but definitely fun to race on.
Here we go. Jesse's time so far is going to be an 18.096 second lap. He's going to haul it off into turn 3 one more time. Robbie going to look for a little better out of turn 4.
Yeah, most definitely. Jesse definitely trying to pick it up here on lap 2, and he does with a 16.204.
Next car out on the tracks, the 28 car of Paul Matisse out of Canada. Folks, the league we're broadcasting tonight primarily out of Canada, so you're going to see a lot of Canadian drivers in the field. We're going to get you some new names, get you some new folks out there to watch. Hey, if you're just tuning in with us for the first time ever, if you're a follower of this series, welcome to Backwards Hat Productions. Green flag in the air for Paul out of turn number 4. First lap was going to be a 16.770.
Paul wasn't able to get a lap in practice. This is his first laps on the track. See how he does here coming out of Ford to take the checkered flag here. No pickup there, but definitely a solid run there for Paul.
Got some onboard cams with a few drivers tonight. As you saw, the tech cam, so to speak. Here comes Sean Gossie out of Canada, driver of the number 59 car. He's going to be your third driver up. We'll see if he can knock Costa off the top of the board. Costa once again with a 16.20. Down into one and two, down the back straightaway. Looking good so far, Rob.
Yeah, looking good. Pushed up a little bit there in 3 and 4 to see if it hurts him as he comes off the corner to the stripe.
Go on board some of the tech cameras real quick as you get a good look at the rear end housing and the coilovers, all the bars, and what makes the Super Late model work. A little backfire out the exhaust as well. As here we go, Sean going to come off of turn number 4 this time, looking for a little improvement. Not going to get it, going to be sitting third on the board right now with a 16.854.
Yeah, definitely Definitely not what he ran in practice, but it's definitely in the ballpark there. But he picks up on that next lap with a 16.619. Good pickup there.
Next driver out is the number 18 car of Mark Phelan. The Dex Imaging number 18. Gonna see what he can do. Maybe he can put it on top of the board for a little quick time. All of your quick time awards tonight, folks, being brought to you by Gorilla Graphics.
Yeah, Mark goes down into 1 and 2 here on his first out lap. Let's see how he does here, coming off of 2, heading down the backstretch.
Rockets down the back straightaway. We'll go roof cam with Mark. Little bobble there through 3 and 4. Currently 3rd on the board. Maybe a little connection issue with Mark there. You see it blinking in and out, a little spotty. Could be a little connection issue there. Like I said, a lot of these drivers out of the Canada area. Green flag in the air. This time by, it's Mark Lavelle out of Canada. A lot of good-looking cars out here tonight, Rob.
Yeah, most definitely. These guys definitely have some cool wraps on their cars.
Go on board the roof cam. Get a look at the driver as he comes down the back straightaway, rockets into 3 and 4. Lavelle gonna put it right around the bottom out of turn number 4. First time lap's gonna look like this. 3rd quickest on the board with a 16.689. Oh, gonna get the wall down the back straightaway.
Oh, big damage that time to the car.
Big damage to the 6 car for Mark. I believe that's probably gonna wrap up the qualifying effort. Maybe not. Here we go. We'll see if he can recover out of it. Rob, it's about 69 degrees right now. Track temp, little to no humidity, but we do have a north wind blowing about 6 miles an hour. That wind could play hamper, you know, could play a little hampering to the big plexiglass spoilers on the backs of these cars.
Yeah, it definitely could, but Brad done a good job of trying to recover there, but that was a lot of heavy damage he took there on the backstretch.
Yeah, you know, these cars, some of the more fragile cars you can drive and that we cover, as a lot of area for front end damage can definitely upset the handling. Adam Ross out on the track next in the 35 car, the Tide Machine, out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air for Adam. Adam right around the white line in 1 and 2. Robbie looks good as he rockets down the back straightaway into 3 and 4.
Yeah, it definitely looks good as he comes off of 4 heading to the stripe here.
First time, 2nd quickest on the board. It's going to be a 16.296. See if he can pick it up as he's into 3 and 4 this time by. Out of 4, looks good. Little contact with the wall coming to the line. Won't score that lap, but Robbie, it looked like it might have been a little faster than the first one.
Yeah, definitely had a good run going. He tried to get all of it as he could as he come off the corner there, but unfortunately got a piece of the wall there.
Adam gonna bring it to the pits. The next car out is gonna be the 03 car of Ray M. We'll get a last name pronunciation on that here momentarily, but nonetheless, Ray gonna take it down into 1 and 2, see what he can do. 6 cars have qualified so far. Ray runs a little higher through the built-up rubber on the racetrack. Out of 3 and 4. First time, 2nd quickest on the board. That's going to move Adam to 3rd. Ray with a 16.255. We'll see if he can make a little better on it through 3 and 4 this time.
Yeah, Ray definitely done a good job picking up over practice. He ran a 16.3. He's down to a 16.2 in qualifying here.
2nd lap's going to be a 16.4, about a 2/10 drop off. See if the 3rd lap maybe any better, although Robbie, the fall off here, you know, that's just product of the fall off here. You're going to run your first lap the fastest. After that, it's going to be, you know, hit or miss.
Yeah, you pretty much have to decide, do you want your first lap or your second lap to be your quickest? If you want your second lap to be your quickest, you're going to kind of save tires a little bit on that first one, but both drivers are going to go out there and try and get it all on that first lap.
There comes Stephen Goldner out of Canada. He's in the 30 car. Once again, another good-looking car, Robbie. Like you said, a lot of great-looking wraps on these cars tonight. Steven's first lap was 8th quickest on the board with a 16.775 out of turn number 4. See if he can pick up on it.
Slowed down a little bit.
Not going to do it. Slowed down just a little bit. Robbie, you know, the super late model that we're watching these guys run now, unlike the crate late model that we've watched in the past with the Ram series and some of the other ones, this one a little more power, a little harder to get the handling on sometimes.
Yeah, a lot more power in these cars, and they don't forgive you as much when you make a mistake.
Here we go now. You've got the Rockstar entry of Andre Marini, we'll say. Hope we didn't butcher it too bad, Andre. Nonetheless, here we go. Gonna take his shot at qualifying. Can anybody knock Jesse Costa off the board, Robbie? You know, the track's starting to take a little rubber, and Jesse, as the track takes rubber, a little bit of heat. Even though the sun is going down. I say that, look at that. 15.978. Gonna put Andre on top of the board.
Yeah, Andre didn't even run a practice lap. Didn't feel like it was necessary. Just goes out there and lays a 15.978 on his first lap. His second lap was a 16.179. So both laps faster than our previous top qualifier.
He's joined out there by the 4 car, Jeffrey Sprung. Jeffrey's got a good looking run going so far out of turn number 4. We're going to see what the first time will be. Jeffrey.
Ooh, he goes to second.
Zachary going to go to second on the board.
16.135.
Definitely a great looking lap. Another great looking car. Works it around the bottom. AR bodies on the hood of this one. Zachary's second lap, not going to pick up any. As a matter of fact, going to lose a couple of tenths. But the first one good enough to put him up second on top of the board.
Yeah, watching these cars, it seems like that first lap they can hug the bottom. But on that second and third lap, it kind of pushes out towards the center. Gets a little snug on them. So
go on board. Go on board with Blake Neer, another driver out of Canada, the 14 car. Like I said, folks, the league we're broadcasting tonight primarily out of Canada. You're going to see a lot of Canadian drivers. As a matter of fact, every driver in the field so far going to be from Canada. Neer going to put it on the top of the board, Robbie. Time's getting a little quicker now, 15.886.
Yeah, that sun's coming down, track temperature's coming down. Definitely starting to see a difference here. But Blake was fast in practice. Blake ran a 15.9 in practice, so nothing too out of the ordinary for him.
Look at him wheel it off of turn 4 on the pole, still getting all he can get. Next up is going to be Jeremy Brooks in the 53 car. Brooks going to take it through 3 and 4. You're going to see everybody stay to the bottom, maybe a half a groove off of it. Jeremy Brooks' first lap is going to be a 4th quickest lap, 16.151.
Yeah, fast lap there for him, but a little bit off what he ran in practice. See if he could pick up here on lap 2. Nobody else has been able to.
Doesn't look like he's going to get there, about a 10th fall off.
Going to give it one more go.
Out of turn number 4, Brooks going to get it a little loose. Gathers it up. Great save by Jeremy Brooks in the 53 car. Next up is going to be the 81 car.
Gareth Gonder.
Gareth Gonder.
See if Gareth can get gone.
1 second. Had a little camera difficulty there. As there you see Gareth, we're going to pick him back up in 1 and 2. Second quickest on the board. But bear with us, folks. A little camera difficulty. However, Garrett's going to run a 15.906. Second lap is going to be a 15.990. Robbie, the interesting thing there, Gareth runs a couple laps and the fall off not as bad for him as it's been for others.
Not near as bad as some other drivers, but definitely you can still see the fall off there. That's car number 56, Brody McPherson, now makes his way to the green flag.
Green flag in the air for Brody, down into 1 and 2, rockets down the back straightaway. Folks, you ever wondered what it's like to sit in the grandstands if you've never been here? Definitely a lot of fun as...
Fourth quickest for Brody there with a 16.080.
Out of 4, Robbie, right here at the flag stand. Good look as he rockets down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. No pickup. That lap going to be a 16.195. Out of 4 one more time for Brody. Fourth quickest on the boards. Looks like where his qualifying attempt will get him. Out on the track now, Willie Howells. Robbie may remember that name from back in the Ram days. Willie always puts on a show. We're going to see what he can do here. Qualifying lap number 1, green flag in the air.
Yeah, Willie's pretty quick around this place. Let's see how Willie does here.
19 car glued to the bottom of the racetrack, the Toyota Camry. 3 and 4 looks the same way. Out of turn number 4, first lap for Willie. Fifth quickest on the board with a 16.101. I started to say it a minute ago, Robbie, and somebody proved me wrong, but maybe we're starting to see a little heat build up back in the track, even with the sun going down.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of heat build up, but I tell you, as that sun goes down.
Oh, Willie gonna get it hard into 3 and 4.
That's gonna bring out a backup.
That may bring out the backup. Dale Jason Shaw in the 83 car is going to be the next to try to knock Blake Neer off the pole. Green flag in the air. Shaw going to be right down there around the bottom in 1 and 2. Rockets down the back straightaway. Looks good so far. Right around the white line once again through 3 and 4.
Fourth quickest, 15.999.
Fourth quickest, looking good so far.
These guys are still picking up over what they ran in practice, so speed's still out there.
Good look as he rockets by our turn 1 camera. Looks like that's gonna be it for Shaw. Next driver up is gonna be the 51 car of Mike Bentley. Green flag in the air for Bentley. Sends it off down in turn 1.
If you can hold the bottom there in 3 and 4, that seems to be where most drivers are giving up time as they're sliding up the middle of the corner.
Robbie, we're going to give these folks an on-board look at the gyro, and look at how much this car bounces through 1 and 2.
Oh, he got the wall.
Bentley going to get the wall down the back straightaway, but Robbie, we told him at home, this track got a lot of characteristic, a lot of bumps, a lot of crevices. You saw it right there, folks, as you rode around with Mike Bentley, how much these cars bounce around, move around.
Yeah, most definitely. As Parker Traves is now out on the track.
Parker Traves in the 60 car, going to be the last driver. One more chance to knock Blake Neer off of the pole. Down the back straightaway, the Ford Fusion into 3 and 4. First lap, will he do it?
Yes.
Yes, he does. That is quick time, ladies and gentlemen, with a 15.832.
One and done for Parker.
I mean, you put down a lap like that, Robbie, why not just go ahead and bring her back to the pits? So that is going to make Parker Traves your pole award winner. Once again, your pole award tonight being brought to you by Gorilla Graphics. Tell you what, let's Robbie, let's see if we can't make some radio communication with the 60 car. Actually, I was just looking. Looks like we had Michael Goddard out of Florida in the 37 car. Didn't see the name on the qualifying list. Don't believe he'll be making a qualifying attempt though as he backs it back into the pit stall. But I tell you what, see if we can't get a talk with old Parker Traves.
All right. Parker Trays, Robbie Buckner in Backwards Hat Production booth. Got a copy, bud?
Yeah, 10-4.
Well, man, we're sitting here coming down to the last car to go out to qualify. You go out there and set down a blistering qualifying lap at a 15.832, man. Tell us about the car tonight. You think you're going to be able to bring this whole thing home tonight?
I hope so. We've been working on a Q set and race set all week, and I think my race set's definitely better than the qualifying set, so I hope we can put it all together and maybe even do a SK win and super win.
Going for the double tonight. That's what I'm talking about. I tell you, though, man, it's kind of scary to hear a guy that goes out and sets quick time to say that his race setup's better than his qualifying setup. That usually means bad news for everybody else in the field. But I tell you, man, first time having you here on Backwards Hat Productions. We got 14 people out there watching right now. Tell them a little bit about Parker and how long you've been on iRacing and team you race for and everything.
I've been on here probably 5 years, and I just race by myself, run for myself, and just here to have fun.
Well, heck yeah, bro. That's awesome to hear. We have a tradition here at Backwards Hat. Before we let you go, man, you know, you are the Guerrilla Graphics poll winner tonight. Anybody out there you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Traves Motorsports and Draco Springs.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, best of luck tonight, and best of luck in the modified race coming up as well.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Parker Traves, your Guerrilla Graphics Pole Award winner. We want to thank Guerrilla Graphics for coming on board, sponsoring the Pole Award. Robbie, I was speaking with Brant earlier. Parker going to take home a little cash, too. I believe it was $10 or $15 for your Quick Time Award. So definitely want to thank Guerrilla Graphics for coming on board.
Heck yeah, nothing like a little extra change in your pocket for going out there and setting it on the pole.
I'll tell you what, qualifying for the Super Lates is in the books. We're going to see SK Modifieds coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to stay live with you, though. Little in-between coverage, get some driver interviews with some drivers, get you acquainted with them. I tell you what better driver next than the guy who almost pulled off the Quick Time Award, lost it there, last car on the track. Blake Neer, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy. Blake Neer, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy. May not be able to reach Blake right at the moment. We'll see if we can't get back with him. I tell you what, let's hold up. Let's see if we can get an interview with Willie. Willie Howes, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy.
I got a copy on you.
Well, man, been a while since we've seen you, and you're going to come out and put it up in the top 10 and P7 in the Super Late Model Show. How'd the car feel through qualifying?
The car felt really good. Racing with Parker Trace, he put it on the pole. We had the same setup. I just kind of missed my laps, but we had a good piece, so hopefully we have something for the main.
Well, man, we were telling the folks the last time we saw you was a Ram Series quite a spell ago. What's been up, man? What's been going on with you?
I work afternoon shifts, so it's hard for me to race with the Ram Series. Actually, I'm doing their next race here on New Year's, I think it is, and they're a great group to run with, and OIA and Brant and Clinton Nichols do a great job in this league too. They just run the weekend, so it's a bit easier for me to get in here and race.
Thank you, man. Well, what an event we got going on. A lot of drivers going to be pulling double duty with the SK mods and the Super Lates. Are we going to see in the SKs here in just a little bit?
Unfortunately not. I'm going to be helping Brant run that race, just keeping an eye on no one taking tires and that. He needed a little help with officiating, so unfortunately I'll be setting that one out, but I'm really super excited to get in the super late model for this 200 laps.
Well, heck yeah, man. It's definitely going to be exciting. 200 laps around the Five Flag Speedway. You know, with the day-to-night transitions and all the great things that were in the last iRacing build, Robbie and I have talked to a lot of drivers on the dirt side of things, not so much the asphalt, but How big of a key do you think tonight's going to be with the ever-changing weather conditions on, being able to stay on top of the adjustments?
It's pretty huge. We're all in a kind of like a chat together, and we're talking. One of our buddies, Dale Shaw, was keeping an eye on the weather in the last practice room, and he's like, "Oh, track temps drop, and everyone go out and put a Q run in, get what your Q set's gonna be." So we all went out and started doing Q runs near the end when the temperature dropped, and we dropped like 3/10. Cloud came over when we were doing a tire test, dropped like 2.5, 3/10 instantly as soon as the track starts to cool off. So it plays a big deal, big, big piece in this puzzle. So guys will have to kind of think of what their tires are going to do. You only get one set, and you're going to have to play with adjustments before you get in and during pit stops to get the car just right, I think.
Yeah, definitely so. I've noticed, I was talking to quite a few guys about just the cloud cover and how much the cloud cover changes now. Clouds move around in the sky. A track that's seen a lot of sunlight can potentially see a lot of cloud cover and just as quick.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
All right, man. Well, we're going to let you get back up there, get with the team, make some adjustments for the 200 lap feature tonight. But wanted to get a word with you as you're going to start P7. Good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you as the winner of this thing when it's all said and done.
Appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great night.
Once again, Robbie, that was Willie Howells. That Willie's a name we've seen here on the Backwards Hat Production channel as we covered him in the Ram series. I tell you what, Robbie, I'm not going to hog all the interviews. Looks like we've got a few drivers away, but still some that we can make radio contact with. To see if you can pull up our next lucky victim and see how their car felt. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and I'll talk to the next one as Robbie may have had to step away for just a moment.
I just realized I had my mic muted. I apologize.
Oh, can't blame it on my crappy double A's tonight. You just had it turned off.
No, I had it turned off so I didn't breathe too loud. Plus my dog's barking. That's what I get for bringing him to the broadcast booth.
Yeah, no doubt. Give Rover a bone.
Yeah, no joke. Let's get an interview with Jeremy Brooks, driver of the number 53. Jeremy Brooks, Robbie Button, Backwards Hat Production booth. You got a copy, bud? Trying to talk, but I don't hear him.
I got a copy.
There he is. Oh, apparently Bradley needs to get you some double A's. He's always talking about my microphone. Jeremy, man, good to see you out here tonight, man. Solid qualifying lap for you tonight at 16.151. Probably not what you were looking for, but man, what's it look like for the race tonight? Think you got a setup that can carry you to the front?
Yeah, all week I worked on a setup that for qualifying and race. And qualifying setup, I just missed it a bit. It was tight going in the middle of the corner there. And yeah, as you can see, the result in practice there is a little slower. But for the race, I think I got something, and we'll see how the long run works. But yeah.
Heck yeah, man! I tell you, we're we're all looking at the pretty sunset here. We know we're going to be dark when the race goes on. That temperature comes down, so asphalt gets a little grippier. How much of a challenge is it for you as a driver to make sure your setup is where it needs to be for these transitions?
Oh, it's key here. Like especially at this track, it's you get it's a fast track, so you can carry a lot of speed in that corner, and if your grip is not there, well, you can slide up half that groove, and then you kill your run off the corner, and you miss going in the corner, and just it screws up your whole lap.
Heck yeah, brother, definitely something to look out for tonight. But I tell you, man, you're new to the Backwards Hat Nation. We got several people out there watching. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in iRacing, the team you race for, and just kind of introduce yourself to Backwards Hat Nation.
Well, I've been to iRacing since 2014, and just kind of your hobbyist. This is my first league that I've been in actually, and it's been a blast so far. Yeah, I'm just my independent team and do it myself, set up myself, and and that's a bit for the iRacing. But on the racing front, I help out here in Saskatchewan at Auto Clearing Motor Speedway, or sorry, now it's called Wyatt Group Speedway in the Super Late Model Division, and yeah, I help set up the actual cars here. And I've never actually driven a real race car, but have a lot of sim time, so there's that. And yeah, just have a good passion for racing. Pretty close. Like I've learned a lot off of iRacing and actually use it in real life, and it's a huge key to developing your knowledge in race cars and how to set them up, and the whole process of how the car works, and it's awesome.
Heck yeah, man, that's awesome to hear. People always talk about drivers and how drivers are able to translate iRacing into real racing, and I think it's interesting to hear how somebody can go from an iRacing simulator learning setups to actually working on cars at a track, using that knowledge that you learn from setting a car up here to actually use it at the track. So that's awesome to hear that it translates that well. Well, man, we have a small little tradition here, Backwards Hat Production. Before we let people go, we like to let them give a shout out. So, if you would, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Give a shout out to my buddy Matt Shirley, who actually raced in Jacassa Motor Speedway there. He's taught me a lot, introduced me into racing, and we on the sim here we have lap time competitions, and he can never really beat me. So that's coming from a real driver out there, drives the cars, and hopping into the sim, it feels pretty good.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Well, best of luck to you tonight. We look forward to seeing you in the super late model race. Are you going to be in the modified race as well?
Yes, I will.
Well, heck yeah, brother. We'll see you here in a little bit qualifying for that.
Awesome, thanks.
Robbie, we've heard a lot of guys pulling double duty tonight. I want to give you a little rundown of the payouts. It was sent to me earlier by Brant. The super late model race tonight, the payout overall, first place going to pay out $60, second 40, third will be 20. The quick time award did pay out $10, and on top of that, Robbie, the top 5 qualifiers tonight are going to get the option to go back of the pack award. And if you can go to the back of the pack, go to the back of the pack, come to the front and win. It's the Back Row Challenge, and it's being brought to you by Nichols Racing, 43C. So definitely a cool little element, Robbie, as it is added in there. Put it up front. We'll see if you can come through the back and take it back to the front for a little bit added money.
Heck yeah, definitely worth trying out if you feel confident enough in your setups and your abilities.
Well, we've talked to a few people throughout the top 5 as we continue to roll on here. A little downtime as we get everything switched over and get ready to go SK Modified Racing. Robbie, the SK Modified's a little bit underpowered compared to the Whelen Modified, but I've got to tell you, I'm looking forward to this show, man. It's going to be exciting. The SK Modified's always a blast to drive. You can set them up a little looser. You can do a little bit more maneuverability with them. So it's going to be an interesting show to see, as it's going to be the first time we've ever covered SKs here.
Yeah, it'll be the first time we have ever covered them here. It should be interesting to watch how it all goes down. But, late models we've done here before. SKs not so much, but I've raced SKs here before. It's a fast track in an SK. I'll go ahead and say that now.
The SKs, you see them more around the bull rings, your Las Vegas bull ring, a few other tracks, Lanier, which is a little bit shorter than this one. This is kind of a big place to see the SKs. You're going to see some speed, some maneuverability. Going to be some great racing. Maybe a little throwing it deep, selling it cheap on the asphalt side of things.
Yeah, just a little bit of it. Just a little bit of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, as we get to go, I've just got a word from Race Control. We're going to pull up your top 5 once again, and you're going to hear it first here. We're going to see if anybody's going to be willing to take the Back Row Challenge. Looks like we don't have radio for Parker just yet, but tell you what, we'll get with that. We're going to see who can take the Back Row Challenge, but I want to talk to the driver who put it up in the top 5. Dale Shaw, this is Bradley Wilson in the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, hey guys, how's it going?
It's going great, man. P5 run for the 83 car. Just missed the pole by about a tenth. Do you think you got a little bit of speed left out there and maybe be able to challenge for the win tonight?
Man, I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I just haven't quite had the speed. Parker and I did a lot of testing in the past week or two together, and he's just been a little bit better than me. But him and I both do our own thing, and we work hard on our stuff, and it's pretty cool for him to get the pole, though.
Heck yeah, man. Well, with the pole or being in the top 5 comes the back row challenge tonight. Gonna pay $20 to anybody who can come from the back. It's going to be offered to the top 5. Parker, of course, will have first dibs on it. But if it comes down to you, nobody else takes anybody up on it. What do you think? You think you're going to put it in the back and see if you can come through the field for a little added money?
Yeah, we were actually just reading the rule book here a minute ago, and I didn't even know about the back row challenge. Yeah, I mean, it's 200 laps. It's a long race. I think there's one set of tires, so everybody's going to be pitting, at some point anyway. So I'd like to think if it came to me, I'd take it. We run a race at our local short track, Flamborough Speedway in real life. And they have a show called the Gold Rush, and they have a deal. It's a 5,000 to win race, but if the first guy to choose to go to the back, if he wins another $5,000. So it's a really fun deal to do, and I'd like to see I do it as well.
Heck yeah, man. Going to the back of the pack, you mentioned it is a 200-lap race. It's a long race. But does that change the way you maybe attack the race with having to avoid the wreck that, as we all know here at Five Flags, the corner's a little bumpy on the bottom. Car can get out from underneath somebody in a hurry. Does it kind of change the way you'd have to attack the race and prepare for it?
Oh, for sure, especially the preparation. Like, we've been testing this week. We've been doing 70, 80 lap runs. Just, getting ready for that long run with, like I said, only one set of tires. But you just give an extra foot. My theory always has been on that, give up 2 spots at the beginning and you might miss that, 20 spot wreck when you get taken out. So you just got to be there at the end and have some tires and have a car left and be put in the position to get a good round at the end.
Well, man, I heard the modified, we're about ready to go modified racing here in just a little bit. We're going to see you in the modified as well?
Yeah, we're going to see me in the modified. I think I qualified second for that. So, Parker's gonna be pretty good in that race too. We've had a lot of battles over the years, and I'm not a major modified fan. I'm a late model guy, but we'll have some fun in the modified and see if we can survive it and come out with the top 5.
Well, best of luck to you. Like Robbie said, as tradition here, the Backwards Hat Racing Association, we like to give the drivers a chance. Give a shout out to anybody out there who may be watching or the support. So you got anybody out there you're gonna give a shout out to?
Oh, I gotta thank all my buddies. We got a pretty good group of guys that we race with weekly here in OIA, and gotta thank Brant and Clinton for all the work they do putting OIA together. It's a lot of work, and they put a lot of time into the website and stuff. So I gotta thank those guys, and gotta thank you guys for putting the broadcast on. Hope you enjoy it tonight.
Heck yeah, man! We've had a blast so far. Look forward to a lot of SK racing. Like I said, like me and Robbie were talking about just a moment ago, we've never covered SKs here at the Backwards Hat Production, although it's one of my favorite cars to drive. So best of luck, and especially P5 in the 200-lap Super Late Model event coming up a little later tonight.
Yeah, man, I don't think a lot of these guys that run in this league normally run SK stuff, so it kind of, gives it a bit of a anybody's got a shot at winning it, so it should be a good show.
All right, well, once again, folks, that was Dale Shaw. He's going to start P5 unless the back row challenge comes to him. Tell you what, we'll let's see if we can get a talk with Blake Neer now. We missed him earlier. Blake Neer, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I forgot push talk.
That's all right, man. We'll put it up P2. You were P1 until the last car of the qualifying event where Parker knocked you down, but still a great run. We've seen the short run speed. Do you think the car's got the long run speed to be there at the end of 200?
Oh, I hope so. I made a 7.5 minutes, so we're gonna see how it does.
Well, Robbie, for a 5-minute setup, I would say Blake's probably on the right path.
Yeah.
Well,
It took 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been told by race control to get a feel out for some of the drivers as they're going to hear it live here first. The back row challenge, you know, little added money to anybody who can go to the back, come to the front, pull off the win again. Feel like if Parker passes on it, we're going to see you go to the back and see if you can come through the field.
Yeah, probably. What could you lose, right?
Right. I hear
200
that.
laps, so lots of time.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and what you're going to gain is $20 if you can pull it off. So, I guess the man on the hot seat will be Parker Traves. But man, tell us a little bit about you. I know I've raced with you in some public lobbies on the dirt side of things, but give our folks out there a little bit of background on Blake Neer.
Yeah, well, we usually run asphalt, but we're starting to move over to dirt for a bit, and that's going pretty well. I mean, mostly short tracks, but
Heck yeah, man. Well, like I said, best of luck throughout the night. Are we going to see you in the modifieds?
yes, sir.
Good deal. Well, we look forward to seeing it. It's going to be a heck of a show, and best of luck moving throughout the night.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for broadcasting.
Once again, Robbie, that was Blake Neer, and we know it's going to be all Parker on the hot seat, as we'll see if Parker's going to go to the back, try to come from the back to the front. Been told modified action just around the corner, folks. Don't go anywhere. Robbie, we're broadcasting the league out of Canada tonight, but we've got them from all over out there in the Backwards Hat Nation again today, and our favorite Canadian out there, Jimmy Boomtown.
Australian, man. Don't call him Canadian.
He is Canadian. So too many countries.
Australian.
He is Australian. My favorite Australian. My favorite Canadian have to be Cody West. He tunes in from time to time, but saw him message me just a second ago. So apologies to Boomtown. You know I love you, brother. And our favorite Australian going to get to tune in tonight. Said he's excited to watch a full show.
Yeah, Simon normally doesn't get to catch the whole show, so awesome he gets to watch it all.
Heck yeah, well, we get set to go. Like I said, folks, don't go anywhere. SK mod action fixing to head your way. We're doing a quick server changeover, and then we're going to get ready to roll. And, man, Robbie, you know, like I said, SK modifieds, we don't get to see them a whole lot. What do you think going into this race? What are some predictions we're going to see?
Oh man, I think we're going to see some exciting action out of these SK mods. I really do. I think there's going to be there's going to be some bumping and banging. There's going to be a lot of bump and runs. Great part about an SK is, man, the tires are so wide on these things, it's hard to really spin them out. But you can definitely move each other up and out of the groove.
I just saw Boomtown's comment, my favorite Canadian does do cooking shows. We'll save that conversation for another time. But as we get set to go here.
Hey, Fracture said don't forget your favorite fender car driver in the 09.
All right, how could I forget my favorite fender car driver? Although we do have the old favorite fender car driver there. Also got my favorite micro driver, the world's most famous micro driver at that, in attendance tonight. Cody Gray out there watching. Want to thank Cody for tuning in. Man, that's the great thing about the sim racing world. You get to see and meet so many great people, and we're so blessed to be a part of this and get to put on this event for you tonight, folks. Like I said, give me 1 second as we do the changeover here. We're gonna get set to go SK Racing.
He's just here for the SKs. But those aren't fendered.
They are fendered.
Not by definition, they're not.
And
Mods
the SR.
Mods are technically open wheel.
Telling you. Well, a panhandler like Fractured Chain, you get it when you can get it and take what you can get, I think. Folks, like I said, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Backwards Hat Productions. We like to have a good time here. And we also like to see some great racing, which is on hand for tonight. I'm fixing to get a word with the guy who's putting all this on. I know he's busy getting lineups set, and was talking about, you know, all the preparation that's went into this great show that you're about to see. You know, Robbie, the SK Modifieds qualified a little earlier tonight, and the SK Modifieds qualified a little earlier tonight, and they also have a back row challenge, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, exactly what these drivers are, see if they're willing to take the back row challenge as well.
Well, it's going to be kind of harder to do the back row challenge in the SK Mod, man. It's a shorter race, only 75 laps. You got to be really confident in your car and your abilities to take the back row challenge in the SKs tonight.
Drivers starting to make practice laps, folks. Here it is. Out there right now, turning those SK Modifieds, getting the setups ready. Robbie's favorite car is the Slowstest.
Actually, I'm starting to like the Skippies now. I've done a couple races in the Skippies yesterday. Skippies are taking place of the Slowstest.
Still got about 18 of you out there watching. We appreciate you tuning in, and I'm going to waste no time. Let's see if we can take a minute out to get a word with the man who put it all on tonight. Brent Graham, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, a great event that we are so privileged to be a part of tonight with the SK Modifieds and Super Late Models here at the Five Flag Speedway. Tell all our great viewers out there a little bit about the background of the league and the event that we're getting ready to see tonight.
Yeah, so we started this league about 4 years ago. A group of us said we should do something fun for racing on Sunday nights, so we decided to start this league, and it's growing quite a bit. We've got a lot of interest in it. We've had lots of new guys come into our league, and actually this is our first ever broadcasted event, so we're super happy about that. Big steps for us from 4 years ago when we started just barely getting enough guys to run a full-size race, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. This event was kind of, we do a winter showdown every year, something different, change it up from our regular every Sunday night races, and so I thought it'd be cool to do a two race event. Guys can run both cars and kind of challenge themselves in a different way the same night. And I got a bunch of sponsors coming on board with us to make this make it all happen.
Heck yeah, man! A lot of great sponsors, a lot of great people a part of this event. You know, first and foremost, you've got your title race sponsor, Nexgen Excavating. You know, some big payouts as well. Driver's going to take home a little bit of money for the Quick Time Award. I know that we missed we didn't cover the SK qualifying, but did happen a little bit earlier, so we're going to see a preset field and a feature tonight. How many laps is the SK feature?
The SKs are getting set to run 75 laps, so it's I think it's $30 to win 75 laps. It should be a good show. It's a fixed setup for these guys in the SKs, and then they had all the free range in the Supers to do their own setup and see what they can get for them.
Heck yeah, man. Well, who was, you'll have to refresh my memory, who was our pole award winner for the SKs? Put you on the spot. Lineups were set. Figured I'd put you on the spot. But nonetheless,
Parker Traves took the fast time. Dale Shaw followed him in second. Blake Neer third. Zach Sprung in fourth, and Jeremy Brooks was fifth. So those will be our top five, and I'm sure one of those guys will decide to take the back row challenge and see what they can get.
I was going to say, Parker's kind of the man on the hot seat right now, Brant, as you know, he put it on the pole for both events, and a little bit of added money could be coming in his way. So once again, folks, it's a great event. Brant, if the folks watching wanted to tune in, be a part of this great league that you put together over there, tell them how they can do so.
Yeah, so we got our Facebook page on Facebook, obviously, Ontario iRacing Association. You can join us there. Feel free to shoot me a message, Brent Graham, on Facebook, or we're on iRacing as well under Ontario iRacing Association on the leagues page. So shoot us a message there. One way or another, we'll get you in there, and we'll add you to the great racing and have some fun with you.
Heck yeah, man. Well, you heard it there, Brant. I want to thank you for taking a second out. I know you're a busy man tonight, as quite the shows we're getting ready to see, but good luck from the admin side of things, and I can tell you nobody's looking forward to it more than me and Robbie to see the show tonight.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. It's great to have you on board, and it's great first broadcasting for us.
Heck yeah. Well, Robbie, once again, that was Brant Graham, the man who's putting it all on tonight. Folks, you're getting ready to see the SK Modifieds, like you heard Brant say. A little bit of an impound setup, so to speak, Robbie, and definitely going to make for some equal playing field, as right now the top 4 cars separated by less than a 10. Then you get down to 4th, and it's, you know, right at about a 10th. So we're going to see some great racing tonight.
Oh yeah, fixed setups definitely. They bunch everybody up. It equalizes it. Comes down to driver ability. If I'm not mistaken, they're not allowed a set of tires in this race, so they got to run the entire race on the set of tires that they got. So it's going to be crucial to manage your tires throughout these runs. And if you're somebody that decides to take the back to the front challenge, could be really difficult to try and manage those tires and work your way up through the field.
Well, folks, you're fixing to see the SK Modified portion of the program. It is brought to you tonight by Family Funland. Want to thank them for coming on board, title sponsor of the Modifieds. And, you know, Robbie, like I said, I think I'm looking more forward to the SK race that we're fixing to see. You know, of course, I want to see the great super late model action, but man, SKs are a lot of fun. It's one of those series on iRacing that, you know, doesn't probably get the car counts and the notoriety that it should.
SK mods, they're fun to race and everything. I think the biggest problem with the SK mods, in my personal opinion, is the tracks that you go to with the SK mods aren't the most popular tracks that everybody wants to race at. One of the first series I ran in iRacing was the SK mods. It was fun, but most races struggle to have 5 or 6 cars in an official race. So, you know, unless there's a league out there running them, it's kind of hard to get a lot of people in the SK mod.
Yeah, definitely so. Like I said, they're a lot of fun. I know I have a blast in them. I still run the official series on iRacing. So, got about 17 of you out there right now. Practice going to continue on for the SK Modifieds. Hey, drop us a line. Let us know where you're tuning in from. See Rocky Battenfield out in the chat. Chili Bowl midgets. Rocky, I tell you what, we do love the Chili Bowl. We do love the midgets tonight. Got a little asphalt action, and always great to see a little asphalt mixed in with it. That's the great thing, Robbie, about, you know, what we can do here is we get to see a wide variety, whether it be SK Modified, super late models, trucks, cup cars, dirt street stocks, dirt modified, late models, midgets, sprint cars. You get to see a little bit of it all, and it's definitely always a pleasure.
Yeah, most definitely. It's awesome to see this many cars up there. It's awesome, man. Yeah.
Well, here we go, folks. Like I said, qualifying going to continue on. We're actually now going to kick it over to the man who's the man of the hour, Parker Traves. This is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Well, man, I've been told you're the man of the hour. There's this little thing going around. I'm not sure if you've heard about it. Called the Back Row Challenge. A little bit of added money going to be offered in order to the top 5. Anybody who wants to go to the back row. We're going to start with you, brother. SK Modifieds, we're going to see you go to the back and roll the dice for the big money?
No, I'm going to stay at the front and hopefully stay out of the mayhem.
There you go. Well, Robbie, you heard it there. You know, always playing it smart. And what about for the super late? You think we'll see you try the 200 laps from the back there?
No, I'm going to stay at the front again for them too.
Parker Traves going to pass it on. So, man, well, like I said, you are the man of the hour. We heard that you're going to have first dibs on the Back Row Challenge, although I don't blame you, as definitely up front, clean windshield, always the place to be. So we talked to you a little bit a minute ago, and now we're getting you strapped in the SK, ready to go. We were, you know, Brant let us all know about how this was the impound setup. Not a lot of setup, you know, not a lot you can do. You can change the steering ratio and such, but a whole different race than we're going to see in the super late models, man. Tell us what you think we're going to see here.
Definitely with the fixed setup, I think you're gonna see a lot of single file race, and it's gonna be tough to pass for sure with the same setup. But I think it'll put on a good show, and hopefully we can put on a good race for the broadcast.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're gonna let you go turn some laps in the old SK modified, but good luck tonight, and never know, maybe we'll be talking to you as a two-time winner by the end of the night.
I sure hope so. Thank you.
Well, Robbie, I can't blame the man for playing it better safe than sorry. As we're now going to pull up. Looks like Blake Neer is going to have the second opportunity to do the back row shuffle here. Blake Neer, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we just talked to you. Now you're getting strapped into the SKs, ready to go. Parker Traves passes on the back row challenge. What do you say, man? You gonna give it a go from here in the SKs?
I'm gonna pass it here.
Gonna pass in the SKs as well. Well, he did pass in both, and you're the man that's gonna be segging over in the super lates as well. What do you think? 200 laps from the back to the front?
Is this our final decision for the super lates?
Oh, I mean, we could ask you again. You wanna think about it and give us a caller back on it?
Well, I want to hear what Parker has to say first.
Oh no, we asked Parker about both of them, and he said he was going to stay up front where it was safe.
So that's final then?
Yeah, that's final, man. It's yours.
I'll take it for the super then.
Oh, actually, hold on. We will let you take it for the super. Unfortunately, I was looking at the wrong qualifying sheet. It is my fault. So, looks like, although you passed out on in the SKs, it wouldn't have mattered. But hey, man, talk a little bit about the SKs, this impound setup, and what we're getting ready to see.
Well, it's a lot of full throttle. It's a little bit of lifting, so that's where it's gonna make a difference. And it's hard to see the guy in front of you, like how far and stuff. So it should be pretty good.
Heck yeah, man. Well, best of luck moving throughout the night, and we'll see. Maybe we'll be talking to you in Victory Lane. Two-time winner. You're going to start outside the front row in the super lates, and it looks like third here. So best of luck, man. And like I said, maybe we'll be talking to you as a two-time winner. Get you a broom and get some sweeping.
Yeah, maybe. Thank you.
Once again, that was Blake Neer, and Robbie, I'm kind of surprised. I thought we'd see some people take the back row challenge.
Yeah, we still got one to ask though.
We do, and that's going to be the driver
for tonight. For the modified, we got Dale Shaw.
We do have Dale Shaw. I'll tell you what, I'll let you, I've propositioned a few people, no takers, see if you can get a better sales pitch going.
All right. Dale Shaw, Robbie Butner, Backwards Hat Production Booth. Got a copy, bud?
How's it going, guys?
Man, it's going lovely, but I got a question for you, man. It's decision time.
What's up?
Are you going to take the back to the front challenge?
Heck yeah. Gonna be a lot of fun.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dale Shaw says, put me at the back. I'm coming to the front, winning this, taking all your money and going home with it.
The only way to do it.
That's what I'm talking about, Dale. I tell you, what's it look like tonight for the modifieds? What's your thoughts on running these tonight?
Man, this place is fast. We're not even touching the brake pedal, barely lifting off the gas. So, be a little bit of drafting, a little bit of bumping, see who can survive.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, you're the only one doing the back to the front challenge, so it's all on you tonight, brother. That's what I like to hear, man. Confident saying he's going to go to the back and come to the front. That's what he came here to do. The only way to take home the big money is to take the big risk. So, Dale, best of luck to you tonight, man. We'll be following you from the back to the front tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, there you go, Robbie. Made a better sales pitch. Got him to take what could be behind door number 2. And once again, folks, little added money for the back row challenge. The Back Row Challenge, once again, is being brought to you by Nichols Racing. As you see the flags there in the bottom right-hand corner, and Robbie, you know what that means. We're just seconds away from gridding up some SKs and doing a little racing.
Heck yeah.
Well, here we go, folks. You're going to see them start to grid. As always, we're going to run down your starting order. We get set to go. It's going to be Parker Traves on the front row in the 60. The Parker's outside. You're going to have the driver of the 83. That's Dale Shaw, who will go tailback.
Yeah, he's going to the back of the pack, going to come to the front. But that's going to allow Blake Neer starting in third. Fourth is going to be Zachary Sprung in that number 4.
Row 3 to the inside is going to be the 50.
In the 8th spot is going to be the 51 of Mike Bentley.
Starting in the next row is going to be the 56 car of Brody McPherson. To his outside, you're going to have the 33 or 35 machine. That's Adam Ross.
Starting 11 is going to be the 59 of Sean Gosse. And Deshaun's outside, starting in 12th position, is going to be that 30 of Steven Goldner.
One row back from that is going to be the 93 machine of Carson Nagy. To his outside, you're going to have the 6 car of Brad Lavelle.
Starting 15th is going to be the 18 of Mark Phelan. And the Mark's outside, starting 16th, is going to be the 19 of Willie Howes.
One row back from that's where you're going to find the 86 car of Johnny Morrison. To his outside, or actually, and that's going to round out your field, as the other 2 cars you'll see there are your admins for tonight. Robbie, here we go as we get set to go. Lights are going to go off on the Ford Mustang pace car. For the first time ever on Backwards Hat Productions, it's time to go SK Modified Racing.
SK Mods at 5 Flags, Pensacola, Florida. It's the Winter Meltdown.
We'll drop the kids off at the daycare. Grandpa, Papa Viagra, it's time to go SK Racing. Lights are off on the Ford Mustang pace car. Parker Travis going to lead us to the green flag in the 60. Out of turn 4, green flag in the air. We're underway. A 75 lap modified feature. Parker going to take it down low through 1 and 2. They work lap number 1. Here comes Blake Neer, already looking to the bottom.
Blake Neer to the inside. He's going to try and
Caution. Caution's going to fly. I believe it's the 59 car. Looks like it's the Rockstar machine. Going to get turned around. I tell you what, take a look and see what happened to Sean Goss. Through 1 and 2. A little bit of contact between he and the 93. Gonna send Goss around. Caution will fly. A little bit of damage to the 59 machine. Sunset, Pensacola, Florida. If you're just tuning in, 5 Flag Speedway tonight's the site of tonight's Winter Meltdown. Tell you what, Robbie, let's gonna talk with one of the drivers I don't believe we've had the chance to talk with yet. Talk with Adam Ross as he's currently sitting 7th. Adam Ross, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, man, SK's under the lights here at the 5 Flag Speedway. Currently sitting in P7. You think you got what it takes to move up through the field in 75?
You know what? I have no idea. I want to run a clean race, get to about lap 50 or so, and see what's left over.
Man, the tires kind of sparse in the SK races. Robbie was telling the fans out there, how big of a key do you think it's going to be to keep those tires fresh?
I think that's going to be everything. Don't tell anybody, but yeah, I think you really got to keep the right front and the right rear under you. Come about lap 60, you're going to be pretty disappointed.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll keep it a secret between us, although Robbie's got a big mouth. I'm not sure that I can make the same promise for him. But good luck tonight as moving through. Maybe we'll be talking to you as the winner of this thing as it's all said and done.
Right on, guys. Thanks for being here to broadcast.
Yes, sir. Our pleasure. Once again, Robbie, that's 7th place runner right now. You see him there on your screen, Adam Ross.
I don't think you have to worry about me telling the secret as much as you have to worry about the 21 people watching keeping the secret.
Yeah, the 21 people watching, they might be able to, they might tell some secrets. Well, here we go, folks. Should be going green next time by. Light's going to be off on the Ford Mustang pace car, and it's going to be all Parker Traves out front. As, you know, Robbie, this event qualifying happened for this SK race a little over 2 hours ago. So these guys probably just working out a little bit of nerves and getting set to go here.
Yeah, working out nerves, plus also if you're in the super late model and switching over, it's a big difference. But pace car is going to make that hard left here in a second. We're going to be
green flag,
down to business.
Green flag in the air. Parker Traves going to thunder into turn 1. 16 others going to pursue him down the back straightaway. We look clean and green this time.
Yeah, right now Parker is going to gap the field by about 5-6 car lengths as he goes into turn number 1. The battle right now is going to be for that 4th spot as Ray Moreno tries to hold off and keep that position.
Right on board with Ray. Here comes the 51 car, Mike Bentley. Shows him the nose to the bottom. Bentley got the position into 1. Battle gonna rage on. This is for the top 5 spot, and it's gonna go to Bentley.
Yeah, Ray unfortunately trapped on the high side. Looks like they're gonna freight train him as he's starting to lose another position. He's gonna fall from 5th to 6th now.
Well, Robbie, I tell you what, we're early into the race, but I can't wait, brother. Let's crank it up. As we said, that battle for the lead going to take place. Here comes Blake Neer to the outside. Making moves already. He's going to be Zachary Sprung. He's up 1 spot from the 4th starting spot. Look at this traffic jam behind him.
Yeah, it's starting to get stacked up. Sorry, I know we was fitting to crank it up, but the battle for the lead is up right there. That was going to get crazy, but yeah. Let's wake up Grandma, tell everybody to put away their stuff that's not needed. Hold down everything you got. We're fit to get loud here on Backwards Hat Productions.
SK Modifieds rocking around the half-mile 5-flag speedway. Right now, like a 15-car freight train, Robbie, it's sort of single-filed out. Now's about the time where I would think tire preservation is going to come into play.
Right about now, we want to start making sure that you're taking care of your tires. A little bit easier in the corner, a little bit easier off. Try and preserve as much of that right rear as you can.
Definitely so. We're going to go on board. Ray M currently running in the 5th position. There you see it. Man, Robbie, look how close they're getting to the inside wall there. You got to put the left front right about on it, rock it around. Kind of pulls you around once you get that low.
Yeah, when you get down there, it helps the car turn, frees it up, basically offloads that corner, lets it just free turn there for you. It helps a lot. But once you start using it too much, though, you can kind of start telling the guys that are getting way too tight.
Here's a good look on board. Zachary Sprung going to be carrying one of our tech cameras. Look at just how much that coilover works on the front end of this car. And I tell you what, I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to take the ticker down as this is one of the coolest shots of the night. There you see it, looking back. You get a look at the right or the left front suspension, and then look at Zachary as he wheels that thing around this half-mile speedway.
Alright, man, caution is out.
Caution
Caution
flag's
is out.
going to fly on the speedway. Looks like it may be the 59 car, once again, the Rockstar Energy Machine of Sean Gossie. Go back and see if we can't take a look at what happened to Sean here. Robbie, we're going to go aboard the blimp, but I believe you're going to see Gossie a little bit out of the groove. Contact with the 37 car, going to send Gossie around hard into the inside wall this time. It's one of those things, we'll go back and take a look at it, and I'm going to do it from the roof cam on Goddard's car. Gossie a little bit out of the groove, and then from there, Robbie, not a whole lot Goddard could do in the 37 car.
Goddard's just an innocent bystander at that point. Gossie's trying to get it under control as he tries to keep it off the wall, off the exit of the corner. But unfortunately, that's going to bring him down in front of the field.
Caution flag going to fly once again. Like Robbie said, folks, pit stop's not an option here. As 53 laps to go, these guys got to do it all on one set of tires. And I tell you what, Robbie, I hogged the first in-race interview. Why don't you get a talk with our race leader, Parker Traves?
Alrighty. Parker Traves, Robbie Butner, Backwards Hat Production. We've got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I do.
Well, Parker, we're 24 laps into the 75-lap race. You've been able to hold the lead for most of it here. How's that car feel? And you think you can hold off Blake Neer in that 14?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I made a bit of a mistake back there, and he was able to catch me and got by beside me, but we picked it up a little bit, and the car's feeling good, just touch tight.
Yeah, definitely. One thing we noticed is cars seem to be getting tight all throughout the field. Does the weather change and the fact that you're on one set of tires kind of change how you're going to run this middle part of the race?
Yeah, I'm hoping we can wear down tires a bit, get the car a little bit freer and turn a bit better off, but we'll see what happens here.
Well, heck yeah, brother. We'll let you get focused back on the race. Best of luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end of this thing.
I hope so. Thank you.
Once again, that was your race leader, Parker Traves. Robbie started from the pole. He's been out front all 25 laps. As we're going to go 1 to green here. Lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car. And I tell you what, Rob, why don't you take the lead on this one?
Alrighty. We're going to double them up this time for this restart. So this time Blake Neer is going to be to Parker's outside. So let's see what happens here. I'm not exactly 100% sure of how they do their restart rule here, but should be interesting nonetheless as the pace car gets ready to make that hard left turn on the pit road. Field's under the control of Parker Traves as they come out of turn number 4. Parker's on the green, and we are away. Parker's able to clear the 14 of Neer before they get down to turn number 1. Side by side for seconds as they go down the backstretch.
Here we go, Blake Neer going to see if he can do anything with him, but not before the 51 of Mike Bentley. Going to take a look to Neer. Neer shuts the door. 48 laps to go, folks, as these cars continue to rocket around the half-mile speedway here in Pensacola, Florida. Robbie, once again, as I kind of thought we might see, everybody going to kind of single file out here behind Traves, and caution flag's going to fly once again. Big trouble for the 35 car. That's Adam Ross out of turn number 4. We're going to go back and take a look, see what happened to Adam.
Oh, Adam has definitely hurt his car.
Looks like he got down on the apron, although I don't believe that's the whole story. Up and over, end into the outside wall. See if we can go back and take one more look at it here. Not exactly sure what happened to Adam to get him down there. You see him come into your screen. And Robbie, you know what time it is? First time a car's got up and over.
Time for the Dramamine cam.
Like our gyro cam, there it is. Hard contact up and over for Adam Ross in the 35 car. Like he will be able to use one of the quick repairs available to him. Robbie, an interesting side note, we started out tonight's race, we were at 65 or 68 degree track temp. Over the course of 31 laps, cars running around it, it's grown just a little bit. We're up to about 71 degree Fahrenheit now. Still got that north wind out of the west, or out of the north at 6 miles an hour.
Yeah, these big modifieds definitely put a lot of rubber and heat into the track, so it doesn't surprise me that the track temp has started to climb a little bit here, even though the actual temperature is staying pretty steady at 68 degrees, but I expect to see that fall a little bit more here as the sun falls behind the trees and darkness and the lights on the speedway come up.
Well, folks, once again, if you're just joining us, welcome. This is race 1 of a 2-race presentation tonight, SK Modifieds. 44 laps to go in the 75-lap main event. Qualifying happened a little earlier today. And I tell you what, Robbie, I'm going to get a talk with the driver in the 51 car of Mike Bentley.
All right.
Mike Bentley, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, guys.
Well, man, we've seen you be able to get up on that last restart in particular. Look to the inside of Blake Neer. Couldn't quite make anything happen. You know, the impound setup's making it a little tough to pass. You think you got anything to get up there and maybe take the point?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about going and taking a chance there, but, you know, we still got like 50 laps left, so, you know, it's better off to take it easy and just kind of ride for a bit. I think I got something for these guys up front. I know they're running pretty good pace right now. I'm trying to save some tires and see what we can do.
Hey, yeah, man, well, 1 to green, lights off on the pace car. We're going to let you get back to business, but good luck moving throughout the rest of this SK Modified event.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Once again, Robbie, that was Mike Bentley, currently sitting in third. You see him there. Once again, your leader, Parker Traves. He's led everything from the drop of the green. Go on board the roof cam of Parker out of turn 4. Pace cars in. Green flags in the air. We're back underway. Parker Traves going to lead him down. See if everybody gets settled in here, Robbie, as we kind of anticipated throughout the middle part of the race. 41 laps to go. It'll be 40 this time. Maybe we're going to start to see people single file out just a little bit and save those tires.
Yeah, highly possible, but I tell you one man that is not saving tires right now is Dale Jason Shaw. Dale to the back to the front challenge, and Dale has made his way up to 7th so far.
You know, he was the taker of it, like Robbie said, the back road challenge. He qualified 2nd, went to the back. He's currently up to the 6th position. You see him there on our screen.
Yeah, Dale is definitely getting towards the halfway point of the race, made his way up to where he needs to be. Definitely an impressive run for him. But at this point, you know, now that he can see the front, he's probably going to have to start cooling off, let those tires kind of cool down a little bit. But I tell you, these early cautions help these guys out. You know, these tires cycle, they get a little temperature back in them. They kind of don't build up all that air pressure anymore. So you never know. You may actually be able to save tires because of all these early cautions.
We're going to go front bumper on him real quick as he follows the 53 car of Jeremy Brooks. Right now, Robbie, it looks like risk worth reward could pay off, although he's got a long way to go. Going to get a little stouter now that he's made his way inside the top 10, knocking on the door of top 5.
Yeah, he's down to the inside of Jeremy Brooks here. Looks like he's going to clear him as he get down into turn number 4. But like you said, he's into the top 5 now. These spots are going to get harder and harder as he makes his way up in the field.
34 laps to go, folks. 42 down. Racing continues on up front. It's still Parker Traves in the 60. Put a little bit of gap on Blake Neer. Currently about 7/10 of a second. That time by Parker Traves, not only your leader, fastest car on the racetrack, Robbie, as he runs a 16.151 compared to Blake Neer's 16.223.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely Parker has a fast car tonight. He's finding a way to get around this track a little bit better than everybody else on this setup. So it's going to be interesting how it goes. Looking out in the chat, Simon now says that Dale Jason Shaw has now become his second favorite driver, only behind the Spence Thompson.
Oh man, that's high rankings there as Shaw continues to move up through the field into the top 5. Next car in the line for him is going to be the 03 car. That's Ray M. We'll go on board the roof cam, and there you can see it. Shaw is lurking, Robbie.
Yeah, Shaw is definitely gaining ground on Ray here. It should be interesting the next lap or so. As he comes off of turn number 4, he's going to get the inside on Ray. They drag race down into 1 and 2, and it looks like Dale's going to pick up another one.
Ray bobbled a little bit there out of turn 4, left just enough daylight. Shaw going to go up into the 4th position. Although once you get up into the top 3, Bentley, looks like Bentley, Neer, and Traves have checked out just a little bit, but Traves now going to see the first lap car. That's the driver in the 59 car. Had a rough go of it so far of Sean Goss.
Yeah, Sean Goss has had a rough night tonight, but I tell you, lap traffic could come into a factor here as we get into this, depending on how Parker's able to make his way through it. The only guy really that's had to go through traffic all race long is Dale Jason Shaw.
There you see a good look from the flag stand. Traves going to continue to storm around the half-mile 5 Flag Speedway. Laps winding down. Robbie, next time it'll be 25 laps to go.
Yeah, 50 laps down, 25 to go. It's pretty much go time at this point. If you're Parker Traves, you're probably hoping that a caution doesn't come out, doesn't stack the field up, because you know if it stacks the field up, the intensity level is just going to go through the roof.
Yeah, definitely so. Not quite time for Katie to bar. Oh! 37 car, caution flag's going to fly. You saw it live. We'll take a look back at it, although the 37 car of Goddard going to go around in 3 and 4, although I believe he had a little help.
That was a bump and run gone wrong.
Here we go. You see him doing battle with a 53 car of Brooks. Brooks is going to get into him just a little bit. I'll tell you what, we'll go back, actually take a look right here, folks. As Robbie said, there you see the contact. Little bit of contact around is going to go the 37 car of Goddard, although, you know, Goddard, I don't believe hit anything, Robbie.
No, I don't think he hit anything. Definitely, definitely not what he wanted to see.
Yeah, definitely not. He's going to bring the 37 car down pit road for repairs. Definitely not what you wanted to see, but definitely, and especially not something you wanted to see if you're Parker Traves right now in the 60.
No.
And don't look now, but Dale Shaw's coming.
Dale Shaw's coming, and he's in 3rd.
I'll tell you what, let's
Nothing's happened to Mike Bentley.
yeah, not exactly sure what happened to Bentley, as Shaw looks like he's taken over the 3rd spot. I tell you what.
On Bentley's car, though, it definitely looks terminal as Bentley has loaded his car on the trailer and looks good.
As indeed, I tell you what, caution light's still on. We're going to take a talk with Dale Shaw. Dale Shaw, this is Bradley Wilson of the Backwards Hat Booth. You got a copy?
Man, how's it going, guys?
Man, we've been watching all the action, watching you try to capitalize on that back row challenge. Currently up to 3rd. Think you got enough left in it to bring it home?
I can't believe we made it this far. It's hard to pass up here. Kind of lucked out with the 51 hitting the fence there, and we'll be on the bottom here, so we should be in good shape. But man, this car's a lot of fun here. I'm kind of surprised at the drivability of them.
Well, man, you know, back row challenge, you gambled big. Do you think you, we know you've been making some moves, have been quite entertaining from up here to the booth. I think you saved enough here for the last about 18 laps when we get going back green.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to get tighter than it has, so I think I got something for him. We'll see. This restart's kind of pretty big, and see if we can get in behind the 60 and then just move him.
Heck yeah, man. Well, lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car. We're going to let you get back down to business, but good luck, and we'll see if maybe risk worth reward here.
10-4, thanks.
Once again, that was Dale Shaw, Robbie, and putting on a show for us. Looks like we're good. What's up?
We'll let it get green here, and I'll tell everybody what I learned about Bentley.
Single file restart. Oh! Blake and Neer going to get together. Parker Traves, and look at that. Dale Shaw going to go to the lead. From the back to the front, caution flag's going to fly. We'll have to wait and see what happens there on the race control end, but heartbreak for Parker Traves nonetheless.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You know, maybe just a little bit of anticipation. That was the first time we went single file. You know, laps winding down, looked like Blake Neer might have just anticipated, misjudged the start just a little bit. Nonetheless, we're gonna go back and take a quick look at it. As definitely uncertain kind of chain of events there.
Yeah, definitely some confusion there.
There you see it. I believe that's exactly what we saw, Robbie. We're going to take one more look at it from the blimp. But you're going to see Neer as Parker went, you know, kind of looks like Parker went low. Maybe Neer thought he was going to start the race from that point and just kind of came together.
Yeah, it almost looks like Trace was going to make that run down the hill, and Parker just anticipated it before Trace was able to do it.
I believe we are going to re-rack them. It'll be a restart, as it looks like Parker Traves has been placed back at the front of the field. Blake Neer second. Boomtown out there, bet win all for Shaw.
Definitely interesting, but what I was going to tell the fans is I found out what happened to the 51 there. Right at the same time we had that last caution, he got loose off the turn 4 and made contact with the outside wall and bounced back to the inside wall.
Tough break for the driver of the 51 car, Mike Bentley. He'd been up front all night. Started 8th, worked his way up inside the top 5 to the top 3. So definitely a tough break, although Bentley's going to be one of those guys we will see back in the super late models here at the conclusion of this SK race. Well, Robbie, 14 laps to go as we still follow the Ford Mustang pace car, although I believe lights will be going off on it this time. They will indeed. 13 laps to go, and I think it's about time for Katie to bar that old door as we're going to get down to business.
Yeah, we're about to get down to real business here. It's going to be interesting to see if that damage at all has any effect on these guys as we get ready to restart here.
Parker Traves going to lead the field down the back straightaway. There you see a little bit of gap. Parker going to make sure that he commands this restart. Green flag in the air. Traves on the loud pedal. Field roars to life out of turn number 4. Look at that. Dale Johnson going to do exactly what he said he was going to try to do. Gets to the bottom, takes over second from Neer. Neer going to fall back to 3rd.
Yeah, Dale has now made his way up to 2nd. Can he get by Traves for the win here, though? As we get down to almost 10 laps to go.
Look at that, puts the bumper to Traves through 1 and 2. Traves not gonna budge. Down into 3 and 4. Traves now gonna skate away about a car length off of turn 4. 10 laps to go. If you've got anything left, you better start making moves now. Although right now, Traves' fastest car on the racetrack.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution flag once again, and I believe it's the 53 car of Jeremy Brooks.
A rough night all around for Jeremy Brooks.
Jeremy Brooks definitely having a rough go of it. We're going to go back and take a look what happened to him. Here you're going to see it. Oh! Looks like Brooks and Goddard make contact. Car's going to skate by. Lucky that one wasn't a little bit bigger than it was. You know, Robbie, I looked at that the first time, thought there was a little contact. You look at it again, we'll slow it down just a little bit, but I believe you're going to see a little bit of net code right here.
Yeah, I don't think they actually touched.
We've got it slowed down. Brooks going to run the high line, Goddard on the bottom. There's a slower car they're coming up on there, and yeah, I'm with you, Rob. I don't know that they actually touched. Although that's going to bring the caution out once again. Aerial shots provided by the Backwards Hat Productions blimp.
Backwards Hat Production blimp. We can't afford double A's, but we got a blimp.
That's right. We can't afford double A's. We've got a blimp. Although, Robbie, I'm not going to be taking a ride any time in it. I told him I'd send you up in it. The duct tape patches kind of scare me.
No.
He said, no. Anyways, folks, here we go. 7 laps to go as we continue to pace around. Robbie, the big thing is Dale Shaw, he was starting on the bottom of that last restart. Said that he was going to look to get the early jump on near. He did that. However, now we're going to reverse the roles. It's going to be Dale Shaw outside the front row if we stay double file.
And Blake, we're single file on this restart.
We're going to go back to single file. Hey, 20 of you out there watching Backwards Hat Productions. I know there was rumors that Robbie and I had died as Backwards Hat been off for a little while for the holidays. We are back. Tell the family, tell the friends. And if you're enjoying this great SK modified racing action, the main event is just laps away, 200 laps tonight with the super late models. Once again, this race being brought to you by Nexgen Excavating. It is the winter showdown. Lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car. We're going to get set to go. Robbie, I tell you what, for the final time tonight, I'm going to let you have the honor.
Heck yeah. Here we go, fellas. This is for all the marbles. This will be the last restart of the race. Can't park his Traves. Hold off Jason Shaw as Jason Shaw is trying to win the back row to the front row challenge. Pace car is in. Traves is on the loud pedal. We're back under green. And it looks like it's going to be Traves holding off Shaw as they go into 1 and 2.
Traves down into 1 and 2. Laps winding down. 4 laps to go. 3 next time by. Dale Shaw's came from the back to the front. He's looking to put 1 more position under the belt. 3 laps to go. Blake Neer going to fall back just a little bit, and it's Traves and Shaw nose to tail through 1 and 2.
Traves and Shaw heading to 3 and 4. Shaw trying to make up that gap. He's about maybe a third of a car length off the bumper of Traves. They go down the front stretch in 1 and 2.
Here we go. We're going to see if we see the bump and run. Shaw made mention that all he had to do was get to the back bumper, maybe get him up off the bottom. 1 lap to go. Here comes Shaw once again.
Shaw to the back bumper.
Shaw's there, bumper. Gives him the bumper. Traves not going to come off the bottom. Through 3 and 4 one more time. Bumper again. Traves still not going to budge, and it's going to be Parker Traves winning your 75 lap main event. But man, Dale Shaw gave it everything he had from the front to the back.
Yeah, Shaw definitely gave it a run, and I tell you, he done it. People will argue over it wasn't necessary for him to bump him and all that, but you know what, guys? That's good hard racing right there at the end. Those guys really put on a show. Traves and Shaw definitely had a lot of respect for each other. They didn't dump each other. They may have bumped each other a little bit, but at the end of the day, that's good hard racing and great win for Parker Traves.
Parker Traves started from the pole, led it all the way. See him doing a little burning it down action on the front straightaway. Definitely got to be a lot to be happy about, Robbie, as he's going to pick up a little bit of prize money here and get set to go. Sets up the rest of the night as we're taking a look. 1 second, I'm taking a look again at the pay scale. Parker Traves is going to pick up 30 bucks as well as the quick time money, so make that 40 bucks for Traves. And I tell you what, Robbie, it's that part of the program. I believe you're going to be standing by with third place driver Blake Neer in the 14 car.
Yes, sir. Make our way down there and have a word with him. Blake Neer, Robbie Butner, Backwards Hat Production booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, Blake, you look like you're in position to possibly try and steal one away tonight. Unfortunately, you fall back to third there at the end, man. What was it going to take to be able to outrun the two guys in front of you?
Just consistency and making sure you hit the corner right and get exit, get the good run off.
Heck yeah, man. You definitely had a fast car tonight, man. I mean, at the end of the day, come home third here in the SK mods. Can't complain too much about that, can you?
No, sir. It feels pretty good.
Gonna take home a. Let's see. Now the winner gets the payout on this race. I'm sorry, but I was about to give you credit for the money for the late model race. I'm glad I looked at that twice. But I tell you, man, awesome job tonight. Definitely was good to see you up there at the front. Take us back, if you would, if you don't mind, to the second to last restart there with the contact between you and the leader there, Travis. What happened there?
Well, he went, so I went, and then I was looking low, and then he slowed down a little. Not much to say, but.
Oh, okay. We were kind of curious up here. We it looked like we were going, then not going, then going, so we weren't exactly 100% sure what there. So we thought we'd ask you, see what your viewpoint of it was, man. But
yeah, felt like we were going, and then we weren't going, and then.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, heck yeah, man. Again, congratulations on an excellent job in the modified race tonight. Come home top 3, ran top 2, top 3 all race long. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just to Brandon Wilkinson.
All right, brother. Well, best of luck to you, and we'll see you in the super late models coming up.
Yeah, thank you.
Once again, that was your third place finisher, Blake Neer. Started third, finished third. We're now going to go to the man who put on one heck of a show, took the backwards challenge. Almost paid off, Robbie. One spot short, but not for lack of trying. I believe you're standing by with Dale Shaw.
I am. I'm down here with Dale Shaw, the man that went to the back of the pack, tried to come all the way to the front. Comes up one spot short, but it definitely wasn't because of effort. Dale Shaw, man, heck of a run tonight.
You guys see that bumper in the last corner?
We saw the bumper, man. We thought the Joey Logano was coming.
You know, if we weren't good buddies, I probably would have tried something like that. But man, that was a fun race. That was fun coming from the back.
I tell you, man, you gained several fans out there tonight watching the race tonight. We have one who we call our favorite Australian, Simon Sarko, out there. Simon says you're now one of his favorite drivers after watching you come from the back of the pack to the front, man. You definitely turned some heads tonight. I tell you, how much more difficult did it get the further you got up through that field?
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty cool. There was a lot of respect there. Ray Morneau and Brooksy, they gave me the bottom and kind of knew we were coming. And but yeah, the big deal was when Bentley got into the fence there, they gave me the bottom on that restart. And you know, after that mess with restart, we had a good car. I kind of figured something out about 10 laps in. You had to straddle the apron hard, and yeah, I don't think I would have got the 60, you know, cleanly. I was gonna try and give him a bit of a bumper, but you know, I got to deal with them all year at the racetrack, so.
Sometimes you gotta figure out whether it's better to win the battle or win the war, right?
Exactly. But you know, that was a lot of fun. That was a really good race by a lot of good guys.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, I'll tell you, it was good to see you take that challenge on. Unfortunately, you come one spot short from collecting on it, but heck of a run, man. And we look forward to seeing you in the super late model race here in a minute. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Man, all I can say is I want to be the guy to go to the back in the super race too. I think I can get one spot more than 200 laps.
Well, you'll have to talk to Brand about that one, see if he'll let you do that one.
All right, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody watching tonight, and hope you enjoyed that race. And go watch some supers.
Heck yeah, Dale. Congratulations again on a solid second place finish.
Thanks, guys.
Once again, that was Dale Shaw, driver of the 83 car. You saw him back row challenge, brought to you by Nichols Racing. Came up just a bit shy, but man, what a show he put on getting there. We're now going to go to Victory Lane, where I believe Robbie Buckner is standing by. It's your Victory Lane presented by Magnum Signs. That's where you're going to find the guy of the hour, Parker Traves, in the 60.
Yeah, we're down here at the Magnum Signs Victory Lane celebrating with Parker Traves. Parker, man, you had several competitors tonight that got to you, but no one could get around you, man. Congratulations on a solid win tonight in the SK Mods.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good race.
I tell you, man, right there at the end, Dale Jason Shaw got to your bumper, gave you a shot down in 1 and 2, gave you a shot down in 3 and 4, but you're able to hold it on there, man. Were you worried about a real big shot coming, or were you pretty
My heart-
confident?
Yeah, I was expecting him to get up to my bumper and try to move me, but I held on for the win. It was a good race.
Heck yeah, brother. Definitely good to see you led flag to flag tonight. Tell you, man, Dale took the back row to the front row challenge. You decided to just take the front row challenge. Looking at the race that Dale had coming from the back to the front, and knowing now that you're the winner tonight, you're going to walk away here with $30 no matter what. Been nice to get that extra 10 for that challenge, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been nice, but I don't know if I could have done it. It looked like Dale had a tough of a time. If he had maybe 10 more laps, he probably could have got around me, but it was good to be out front and lead flag to flag.
Heck yeah, brother. It was awesome to see. I tell you, man, down here in the Magnum Signs Incorporated Victory Lane, unfortunately, this is race 1 of 2, so you can't celebrate too hard. You got to go get ready to climb in that super late model. But hopefully later tonight, you're able to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fact that you went out there, led this thing flag to flag, came home the winner, and held off several challengers tonight, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go get ready to climb in that super?
Yeah, I just want to thank Troy Race Cars and my fiance for getting me a new wheel. It definitely helped get into Victory Lane.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Well, best of luck to you the rest of the way tonight. And again, congratulations on a solid victory here tonight from the Magnum Signs Incorporated Victory Lane. That is your winner tonight, Parker Traves.
Thank you.
Great drive by Parker Traves, led all 75 laps flag to flag. Take a look at the standings now. As give me 1 second here. But said once again a great run by Parker Traves. We're now going to take a look at the race standings. Parker Traves going to bring it home in the top spot. Dale Shaw once again back to the front challenge from the outhouse almost to the penthouse. Going to come home just a spot shy in second. Blake Neer, solid run, starts third, finishes third. How about Brody McPherson, Robbie, 9th to 4th. Ray going to round out your top 5. Zachary Sprung 6th. Johnny Morrison up 10 spots from 17th to 7. Mark Phelan up from 15th to 8th. Michael Goddard had a few mishaps throughout the race, but still manages to bring home a solid top 10. And rounding out your top 10, Stephen Goldner.
Yeah, coming home 11th is going to be the 35 of Adam Ross. Following Adam is going to be the 28 of Paul Matisse. 13th is going to be 6 of Brad Lavelle. Those are going to be your only cars to finish on the lead lap. Coming home 2 laps down is going to be the 59 of Sean Gaze. Sean, unfortunately, got an incident there at the end. Carson Nagy is going to come home 15th, 8 laps behind the field. Jeremy Brooks, who had a good run going, is going to come home 9 laps down. Mike Bentley, probably the biggest heartbreak of the night, running third with a little over 20 laps to go, makes contact with the wall, and he's out for the remainder of the race. He's going to come home 17th, and he'll round out your field tonight.
Well, folks, this is about the point in the program where on a regular night, we would be wishing you a good night. However, Robbie, not the case, as we get set to see 200 laps of super late model action.
Yeah, we're about to go super late model racing here. As you can see, the sun's going down, the lights are starting to come on, and it's going to be exciting to watch what happens here. 200 laps, 1 set of tires. Thought it'd be fun.
like we said, folks, you saw the SK modifieds, and now you're getting ready to see the big bad power of the super late models. And, you know, Robbie, if you thought that race was great, man, this super late model race chocked full of talent from the front to the back and is definitely going to be one heck of a show.
Yeah, super late models definitely put on a whale of a show for these guys, and I'm not sure if it's going to be as action-packed right off the start because of the fact that we got a 200-lap race, but you never know. But I definitely can guarantee you the last 50 laps are going to be amazing.
Folks, don't go anywhere. Like I said, we're doing another quick changeover, and then we're going to be set to go racing. As I tell you what, Robbie, as we do the changeover, get set to go super late model racing, why don't you get an interview or two in if you want.
All right, give me 1 second here. Let's tell you what, let's pull up Mike Bentley in the 51. Mike Bentley is Robbie Butner, Backwards Hat Production Booth. Got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Mike, tough break there in the SK race, man. Definitely had a solid car, solid run going. Had yourself in position where you wanted to be, and it looks like just a little bit too high off of 4 there, man.
Yeah, actually, about 10 laps prior to that, after that last restart, when I talked to you guys there, I got a bit too low coming into 1 there and touched the wall, and I took the toe out in the car, and it just started getting a bad push after that, and finally I just ended up knocking down the outside wall coming out of 4.
Heck yeah, man. Definitely heartbreak for a guy that ran in the top 3 all night long. But we're getting ready for a super late model race here. 200 laps, 1 set of tires. What's it going to take to win this one? Is it going to be all about conserving the tires just like in the SK race, or are we going to use the first 100 laps to try and figure out how much good you actually have in the tires before they wear out?
Yeah, I think it's going to be more just saving your equipment, saving tires. I think, it's 200 laps and these tires go away after about 10. So, it's going to be a lot of tire management and picking your spots and not trying to get too antsy to get to the front. Because, depending where you're starting, if you're like me, I had a bad qualifying run as well. So it's going to be tough to kind of just ride for a bit. But, yeah, game plan is to save some tires and hopefully get the best tires in there.
Well, heck yeah, brother. I tell you, we already can tell we've dropped 3 degrees in ambient temperature and 4 degrees in track temperature since the SK race, getting ready for the super late model race. How big of a difference is 4 degrees in track temperature?
Oh, it's crazy. Without the sun beating down either, after sunset, now it's night out. That's going to cool the track off, and then the ambient temperature going down too. It's not going to be as greasy, so you're going to pick up a lot of speed. If anything, the track's going to get a bit tighter. So, guys from have their setups in for qualifying are going to be changing them for this race.
Heck yeah. We talked about during the SK race, it was pretty much an in-pound race. Everybody's setup was locked in, and you had what you had. The super late models is open. You guys can do whatever you need to do. How much adjustment have you built into your setup for as this race goes along?
Yeah, I did some testing the other day, just get on track and get a few laps and see what happens with the fuel burn off and see how that affects the car, because you gain a bit of wedge when the fuel burns off. So, in the long run, you drop 15 gallons of fuel, you're going to tighten the car up, which could help you, especially the super model, from burning that regular tire off, right?
Well, heck yeah, man. I tell you, it's amazing to hear you guys and the precision that you go through and all the stuff that you guys work on in order to prepare yourself for a race like this. Most people think about a short track race, they're thinking Saturday night, 20-30 lap shootout. Well, here we are, we have a 200 lap race. You might as well say this is a touring series with a touring all-star package, man. Best of luck to you tonight. Hope to see you at the end.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, Robbie, definitely one of the guys, the bigger heartbreaks in the last one, Dale Shaw. Although, got another chance at it here, folks. You're joining in. Super late models on the track now. And I tell you what, we're going to get the official word. We told him we'd come back to him. Blake Neer, this Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's time to put in that final answer, man. You going to go from the front to the back? Or from the back to the front?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Well, we saw Shaw do it in this case, one lap shy, or one spot shy of getting it done. 200 laps here. What's it going to take as far as being able to work up through the field?
You just got to keep the nose clean and be there at the end.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck. We'll see if you can become the first one to do it tonight and pull off the Nichols Racing back row to the front challenge.
Thank you.
Well, Robbie, there you go. Blake Neer going to try it once again. Dale Shaw one spot short. Once again, the back row challenge ring brought to you by Nichols Racing. And, you know, Neer had speed, Robbie, all through that SK race. Stayed up front. Now he's going to try to come through the field.
It'll be interesting to see, but I'm going to step out of the booth for 1 second here. I'll be right back.
Well, folks, you heard it there. Blake Neer going to take the back row challenge. $20 if he can completely come through the field will be added to the purse, along with the $60 payout for first. Second place will receive $40. Third will receive $20. And the Quick Time Award paid out $10. If you joined us earlier, that was won by Parker Traves as well. Drivers continue to fine-tune those setups. You can see it, the lights are on. We're under nightfall here. Because then if you enjoyed the SK show, a whole different animal fixing to get unleashed here. We've got 19 Bad Fast Super Late models ready to do battle. Like Robbie said, this is pretty much like seeing a late model touring series come to your home track. You're seeing all the action right now from the press box up here where Robbie and I have been more than privileged to bring you all this action. Cody Gray out there just going to send it. Definitely going to see some sending it through this one. As I tell you what, folks, if you're one of the 14 out there, you got to see a handful of these drivers in the SK race. Who you got? Who do you think is going to be able to do it? Do you think Dale Shaw is going to get it done in this one? Is Blake Neer going to be able to complete the back row challenge? Parker Traves going to start up front once again. Could we be handing him a room, letting him do a little sweeping? 200 laps will decide it. But let me know who you got out there. As we'll take a look now. Tell you what, let's show you some of the onboard cams we've got for the Super Late models. Got a few off the roof. More interesting, this is the tech cam as you get to see the coilovers and all the bars working on the suspension of these cars. Definitely some cool shots on these cars, getting a little bit of that exhaust backfire. Gonna be a great show. There you see Ray M. You saw him in the SKs out there trying to get the 03 car dialed in. Brody McPherson in the 56. Right now, the top of the board through practice, at least fastest cars who have taken time in practice. Zachary Sprung in the 4 car. Let's see if I can get a word with him. Zachary Sprung, this is Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, you're sitting top of the board in practice right now. I've got to think that 4 car is feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little better than what we had in qualifying. We were working all week on a night setup rather than a day setup, and so when I seen qualifying was in the day, I figured I'd better get to work on a day setup during practice today.
We're going to be starting in the 8th position, but 200 laps. Actually, we'll be starting 7th. Blake Neer going to take the back row challenge, but going to be starting 7th here. What's it going to take to keep that 4 car out of trouble for 200 laps and have a shot at the end to win it?
I don't know about staying out of trouble. Stuff happens, it's racing, but I'm going to try and do my best to keep it out of trouble and try and make my way up to the front.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good looking 4 car you've got underneath you tonight. Before we let you get back out there and turn a few more laps, anybody want to give a shout out to?
I just got to give it a shout out to all my Air 15 guys. They've given me a big shot running the Cessna series on LSR TV every week. Huge opportunity to run with them. That league's going to be the next best thing. Learning a lot from all of them.
Heck yeah, man. Well, good luck as we are just minutes away from doing battle for 200 laps. And never know, maybe we'll be talking to you as that big mover who's snuck in there and stole the show.
Oh, I hope so.
Once again, folks, that was Zachary Sprung, driver of the number 4 car. You see it there sitting on pit road. AR Bodies Raptor on that Chevy Camaro. Practice continues on. There you see the 53 car of Jeremy Brooks. There is your SK Winter Parker Traves. Willie Howells in the Pillsbury number 19 car out there turning laps. Willie currently last car in the top 10, but still looking for a great showing out of Willie here. Jesse Costin, the 52 car, out there as well, the Exalta machine. Then folks, we're going to leave you with the racing action for just a few moments. Catch our breath before we get set to go 200 laps. Nobody go anywhere. There's going to be one exciting show to cap off tonight's presentation of the Winter Showdown presented by Nexgen Excavating. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to see some of the sights and sounds of the Five Flags Speedway here in Pensacola Beach, Florida. Tonight's sight for what has turned out to be a great racing program. This is going to cap it off. It's the Winter Showdown presented by Nexgen Excavating. I knew I was going to mess that up before the night was over.
Nexgen Excavating Winter Showdown.
There you go. Well, here we go, folks. Zachary Sprung, fastest through practice. Rob, we've been talking to him. Jesse Costa also going to be up there, but it's time to grid it up for the main show. And here's how it's going to break down.
Starting on the pole is going to be that number 83 of Dale Jason Shaw. And to Dale's outside is going to be the 19 of Willie Howells.
One row back from that's where you're going to find Brooke McPherson in the 56 car. Brody, I don't know why I said Brooke. Brody in the 56 car. So Brody's outside, winner of the SK race, letter flag to flag. Driver the number 60, Parker Traves.
Starting fifth is going to be the 81 of Gareth Gonder. And the Garrett's outside is going to be the man that's going to take the back row to the front row challenge, Blake Neer in the 14.
One row back from that's where you're going to find Zachary Sprung. He was your fastest car through practice. To his outside, you're going to have the 7 car of Andre Fiorini. We'll try it.
Starting ninth is that 53 of Jeremy Brooks. And as Jeremy's outside, starting in 10th position is going to be the 52 of Jesse Costa.
One row back from that's where you're going to find the 03. That's Ray M. To Ray's outside, the 51 car, the man who may have had the biggest heartbreak of the SK race, Mike Bentley.
Starting 13th, the 35 of Adam Ross, and Adam's outside is going to be the 59 of Sean Gosse.
One row back from that's where you're going to find the 6 car of Brad Lavelle. To his outside, you're going to have the 18 car. That's Mark Phelan.
Starting 28th is going to be starting 17th, and the 28 is going to be Paul Maltese. And the Paul's outside, starting at 18th, the 30th, Stephen Goldner.
One row back from that, the final row from the outhouse to the penthouse. Add Blake Neer. That's going to be Mike Goddard in the 37. Well, Robbie, are you ready for this one, man? 200 laps around the Five Flags Speedway.
200 laps, super late models. We're getting ready to get down and dirty. Fans pulled them both type 1 last time.
Here we go. Grandpa pop one more Viagra as we get set to go. Green flag in the air. Dale Johnson going to lead us to it. Field comes to life out of turn number 4. It's going to be Johnson down into turn 1. Battle behind him and a gaggle of cars as we rocket down the back straightaway into 3.
Yeah, stacked on top of each other, 2 by 1 by 2 by 1. These guys are getting after it, going down the front stretch, down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, 56 got loose. He gets shut up off the bottom. 81's going to take advantage.
Here we go as they continue to do battle. There is Willie Howells and the Pillsbury machine currently in. Oh, Howells is going to get together. Howells and Sprung going to get together. Howells going to collect Sprung. 59 car going to have nowhere to go. Caution's going to fly.
Big wreck.
Go back, take a look at it. Not exactly sure what happened there. Little bit of contact you see there. Howell's going to try to save it. Not able to, and then here comes the 59 car. Nowhere to go, and man, trouble again for Sean Gause.
Yeah, it looks like Sprung and the 19 made a little contact going into the corner there, and the 19 just snapped back to the right. Sprung almost had him cleared.
Tough break once again, Sean Gause. Under caution, 5 laps in, 196 to go. Heavy damage to the Miller Lite Ford Fusion.
Yeah, definitely heavy damage there, but he should be able to come in, get it fixed, get back out there on the track. Unfortunately, though, he's going to be at the back of the field when we restart here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Robbie, once again, I've kind of hogged him just a little bit. Why don't you see who we can get a word with under pace laps?
All right. is. There he is. Gareth, this is Robbie Butner, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy, bud? Gareth gone to Robbie Butner, backwards hat booth. You got a copy? Give him one more shot here. Gareth gone to Robbie Butner, backwards hat booth. You got a copy, bud? I believe Gareth is a little focused.
I don't think he wants to talk to you.
I don't think he does either.
I'll tell you what. We'll see if we'll get a word with someone under the next caution as we should get set to go green flag racing here. Lights should be going off on the Ford Mustang pace car next time by. Robbie, nightfall is upon us here at the Five Flag Speedway. Super late models, and I got to thinking about it. You know, I believe this is the first time that we've also seen super late models on the Backwards Hat production programming.
Asphalt-wise, yes.
Asphalt-wise, yes. Of course, everybody knows we've seen some of the best super late model dirt racing to be had.
I'll tell you what, long as it's got a motor and 4 wheels, we'll call it.
That's right. As long as it's got a motor and 4 wheels, we'll call it. The wheels can be optional sometimes if you know anybody doing a little boat racing. Here we go. Field gonna come to life out of turn 4. It's gonna be Dale Shaw leading us to it. Green flag in the air. Shaw gonna waste no time getting on the loud pedal. Down into turn 1. Field comes to life behind him.
Yeah, I tell you, Shaw definitely is trying to pick back up where he left off last race. He's got about a 1-car length lead right now over Gareth. But I tell you, the battle right now rages for third as they're up and in the wall.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution flag's gonna fly once again. Not exactly sure as to. I didn't see any cars stopped on my track map.
The 60 and the 56.
Go back and take a look at it. Robbie on the great call there. As we go back and take a look at just what happened to Brody McPherson. There you see it. Looks like, I believe that's going to be one of those things. McPherson got to the outside. Looked like Parker Traves just had to chase it up the racetrack a little bit. Kind of got stuck together. Nonetheless, heavy contact. Both cars hard on the outside wall. McPherson's car comes to a stop. So, heavy damage, Robbie. 2 cautions so far, 7 laps. 189 laps to go.
Yeah, definitely heavy contact there for Traves, the winner of our SK race. Definitely looks like got down in there. The guys kind of made a little bit of contact, got locked together, and just up towards the wall they went.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to talk to the driver who's in the 7th position. Jesse Costa, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy. Jesse Costa, this is Bradley Wilson, the Backwards Hat booth. You got a copy. I believe we're having radio trouble with Jesse as well. Remember, Jesse started in the 10th spot, currently up into 7th. There you see the 19 car, Willie Howell, is going to get the wave around. Willie was 2 laps down. This will put him back just 1. Well, Robbie, seeing what you saw in the SK race and the few laps we've got to run here so far, Who do you think we're going to see possibly have a shot at the end of this 200 lapper?
I'll be honest with you, can't count out Dale Shaw right now. He definitely put on a show in the SK race. He's in the lead right now. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for him, but it's anybody's race, man. 200 laps is a long time.
Jared Hasten out in the chat talking about boat racing at Kokomo.
Green
flag in the air. Shaw back on the loud, pedaling away. Into turn 1 they go. Single file out through most of the field. Shaw gonna rocket down the back straightaway. Gonder still holds tough in the 81, but don't look now, Robbie. The guy who had a little tough luck in the SK race, Mike Bentley, on the charge from 12th to 3rd.
Yeah, Bentley definitely. He said he thought he had a fast car for this. It was all about consuming tires and everything. But it looks like he's thrown that out the window as he's made his way up to 3rd.
Great onboard shot. The tech cam, look at those pullovers work. Go on board the front. You know, you'll notice, Robbie, as we watch Bentley work his way, he's working his way down the front straightaway right now and into turn 1. Into second, but I was noticing the left front brake rotor, I saw a few of them blowing already. Bentley, however, being real easy with those brakes. Doesn't look like there's a lot of wear to him so far.
Yeah, Bentley's able to let his car roll. He definitely has this setup working for him right now. His car's able to just roll through the center of the corner. He's able to basically just roll out of it, let it roll, pick up the throttle when he wants to. And right now, he's putting a lot of pressure on our leader, Dale Shaw.
Great battles all around.
Here, Gondor's in the lead. Jason Shaw's the guy that's falling back.
Great battles all around. This one right here is 5th and 6th. Jeremy Brooks and Ray M. Brooks on the outside. Ray gonna challenge on the bottom. Tell you what, we'll take a look. I saw one blowing there. You saw somebody, Robbie, like Mike Bentley, who's not really having to use a whole lot of front brake or get the brake. Meanwhile, we go on board the 03 car. Look at those brake rotors already glowing red.
Yeah, that's a man that's he's fighting a very tight race car at the moment. He's using a lot of brake to get that thing to set in the corner. Definitely not what you want to see.
Well, you know, like we said, you go back up here and you look at Mike Bentley. Bentley kind of got that clean racetrack where the 03 car having to run the bottom, have somebody right there. Oh, Bentley's going to get a little loose now. But, you know, Ray had somebody on the outside of him kind of pinned down on the bottom, having to use the brake, keep the car stuck to the bottom. Meanwhile, Andre now going to look to the bottom of Mike Bentley. Bentley going to get a little loose, almost collects the outside wall.
Yeah, Andre, whoa! They're digging. They are digging right now. But I tell you, taking a look at Blake Neer. Blake Neer taking the back road, front road challenge. Blake has now worked his way up to what looks like 7th position.
You know, one of the things he talked about was keeping the car. Oh! 53 going to go around on the front straightaway. That's going to bring out a caution. You saw it there on your screen. Saw it in real time. We're going to go back and take a look at what happened on the replay. Looks like Brooks started to get a little loose, Robbie, before the initial contact was made. You saw the rear end kind of step out. 52 car really kind of nowhere to go. Hard impact for Jeremy Brooks.
Yeah, it's a bad place to get loose if you're Jeremy. It's even worse place for the car trailing you, because this right there is where you're starting to throttle up out of the corner. It's kind of hard to get it woed up enough so you stay out of the driver, but unfortunately hard contact there for the 53.
Yeah, Costa really with nowhere to go. Just kind of, you know, things happen rather quickly here around this half-mile racetrack. 172 laps to go, 29 in the books. Gareth Gonder right now leads the field. Andre F. in second, Mike Bentley third. Dale Shaw going to be in 4th, and rounding out your top 5's Michael Goddard.
Yeah, these guys definitely aren't holding anything back here at the beginning of this race.
No, they're definitely not. They're going for it early. It's producing a lot of great racing. Folks, if you're just joining us, that was the 3rd caution. We've had 3 of them for 13 laps, 30 in the books, 171 to go. 19 of you out there watching with us, and we want to welcome you to the Backwards Hat Nation. Hey, if this is your first time stopping by, feel free to hit that subscribe button, the little bell there, as Backwards Hat Productions covers a little bit of everything. Dirt, asphalt, super late models, modifieds, you name it, we've got it.
Heck yeah, we do. Also, feel free to drop a line in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, where you're tuning in from, and who you're pulling for.
Tell you what, Dale Shaw, after that last race, made a few new fans out there. Doubled up, we're going to bring them back to life out of turn number 4.
Interesting here. The pace car makes that hard left. Green flag back in the air. We're on the racing here again at 5 Flag Speedway as we go into turn 1 and 2. Battle rages on for 2nd and 3rd right now as the leader's able to clear him by about 4 car lengths heading into 3. 19 super late models come roaring to life as we continue to watch the field work around this half-mile racetrack. I tell you what, Robbie, we did in the SK race. I believe it's about time to crank it up. Yes, sir. Tell Grandpa to put extra fixing in on his teeth. We're fitting to crank it up. So pull down everything that isn't bolted down. We're going to get loud here on Backwards Hat Productions.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution flag is going to fly once again. Man, Robbie, what a cool sound it is when the super late models go whizzing by here at the 5 Flag Speedway.
Yeah, most definitely. It's such a distinct sound coming from these motors as as the sound reverberates off the walls here.
Not exactly sure what the caution flag flew for. I believe Sean Goss back there, as well as the 6 car of Brad Lavelle. We can take a look at what might have transpired there. Oh, it's going to be the 28 car. The reason I didn't see him slow is because he was taking that car to the pits, but 28 of Paul Matisse gets the inside wall. Car comes to a rest in a cloud of smoke. Gonna bring out your 4th caution. Looks like he will use one of the fast repairs. Get back out there. If you're just tuning in, not a veteran of the iRacing server by no means, what we mean by fast repair, Robbie, is kind of a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, it basically allows you to destroy something and get a brand new one for free. It's like an extra life in a regular video game. The great part about sim racing versus real racing.
Well, here we go, folks. 158 laps to go. Tell you what, Rob, dial somebody up. Getting kind of lonely.
Getting kind of lonely. He said getting kind of lonely. That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, let's talk to Mike Bentley. Mike Bentley, Robbie Butner, Backwards Hat Production Booth. Got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got a copy, guys.
Well, man, you told us you're going to try and save your stuff and see how it works out for you. You've been able to make your way up to second, so we definitely know you got a fast race car for tonight. But, man, one thing we've noticed is your brake rotors are not glowing like everybody else's around you, man. What's allowing you not to use so much brakes?
Yeah, just getting in the corner nice and easy, not trying to push the car too hard. You know, I'm running second, but I've got a couple lucky breaks, so I can't really complain about that. You know, just trying to ride here and take what I can get here for the first 100 or so laps, and see what I can do later on in the race.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Looks like we're getting ready to go back green here in a second, so I'm gonna let you get focused back in. But wanted to tell you, we've noticed you moved up to the field, man. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, here we go. We're on board with Mike Bentley now. Lights off on the Ford Mustang pace car.
Green flag, green
Cars
flag.
roar to life. Green flag back in the air. It's going to be Bentley and Gonder on the loud pedal. Oh, Bentley's going to get a loose one. Now, Robbie, little broadcaster's curse. Maybe Bentley's going to slide back just a little bit. Going to do battle with Shaw. That is right around the 5th and 6th position. Shaw going to work the bottom. Look at this though, Robbie. Blake Neer in the 14 car coming up through the field, currently in the 4th position.
Yeah, he's made his way all the way from the back row to almost the front row in a little less than 50 laps. So pretty impressive run there for Blake.
Oh! All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution flag's going to fly once again. I believe it's the 03 car. Oh, big pile up. Multiple cars involved. The 03 going to be one of them, as well as Jesse Costa, and I believe it's the 18 car of Mark Phelan, all going to go around. Let's take a look, see what happened there.
Yeah, it looks like the 4-car sprung involved as well.
Tough break for a lot of drivers. Oh, and the 19 car. There is Willie Howells. Howells and the rest of the field, it looks like they're going to be an innocent bystander. We're going to go one more time. Go up the blimp and see what happens. Looks like it may have started. Second, folks. Oh, there it is. Costa going to go to the inside of the 03. Contact made. Both cars going to go around. Traffic jam from there. Tell you what, we're going to ride on board. I know we left you on the replay screen. Right on board, we found about the best look you're going to see. You see cars get together. Everybody starts to check up. Costa's around, and after that, Costa up and over. You know what that means, Rob?
Oh, get ready for the Dramamine cam.
I don't know if this will be that bad. We'll see. Here we go. Right on board the gyro cam with Jesse Costa. There's the initial contact. Up and over on its side, back on all fours. Good thing is some of those drivers still had a quick repair. Some of them may not have. one of those drivers that's going to have to live with that damage is the 4 car of Zachary Sprung. Spoke with Zachary earlier, was the fastest car in practice. Robbie thought he had a decent car and a decent shot to get up front. Now with a little damage.
Yeah, a little bit of damage. It'll be interesting to see how this works out for him the rest of the way. Hopefully it's just cosmetic.
List of cars involved in that wreck is going to be the 4 car of Sprung, the 03 of Ray M, like the 52 of Costa. Willie Howell's got a piece of it, the 19 car. Here we go, 1 to green. New face up front, Robbie's going to be the 37 of Michael Goddard.
Yeah, Michael Goddard now up front. Be interesting to see how this works out for him.
Pace car makes the hard left. Field roars to life. Green flag back in the air. Everybody on the loud pedal. They storm into turn number 1. Great shot right up against the wall there. Had to put the cameraman on the other side of the wall. Robbie didn't want him getting an R. Oh!
Here in 51, Bentley make a little contact.
Little contact. Everybody's going to stay straight and clean and pointed in the right direction. 146 laps to go, 55 in the books.
What is on the front end of the 14?
I think it's the guy off the Trailer Park Boys, but I'm not sure.
If anybody knows what that image is on the front of the 14, let me know.
Yeah, chime in. Let us know. We'd like to hear it. Go on board some more of the tech cams. One of the coolest shots, Robbie's right there. The exhaust starts to backfire just a little bit. Really puts you right there. Shows you the mechanics of these cars working. Then up front, brake rotors starting to glow now. Robbie, 143 laps to go. We're 58 laps in. Now's where the wear and tear on these cars is going to start to show a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to show. Your setup starting to definitely either it's coming in for you or it's going away for you. Several cars right now you can tell are struggling with a very tight race car. They can't hold the bottom. They're just coming up off the bottom.
Blake Neer continues the charge from the outhouse to the pit house, currently in 3rd, trying to hold off Mike Bentley, but here comes Bentley to the bottom, Robbie.
Yeah, Bentley definitely rolls the center better than Neer at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. It looks like Blake Neer used his stuff up getting all the way back to the front, but never know here as we come to complete lap 60. 200 laps.
Bentley gives the 14 a Neer a little shot through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, the SK winner Parker Trave started 4th. So I'm getting caught up in that incident. Early 2 cars in the outside wall. Trave's on the rebound though. Currently back up into the top 5.
Yeah, good solid rebound there for Traves as he starts to make his way back up to the field. I tell you though, man, really looking towards the back of the pack, you can really see these guys that are struggling to keep their car on the bottom. For example, looks like Jesse Costa in the 12. He's struggling to stay on the bottom. Just can't hold it down there in the middle of the corner.
Well, here you see it from the flagman's view. Cars working their way around the half-mile 5 Flag Speedway. Dale Shaw, we've been kind of watching. I've kind of been watching this battle, Robbie. As Shaw's falling back just a little bit. You know, started from the pole, but he and Garth Gonder both now beginning to work their way back up through the field, 8th and 9th, as they do battle with the 4 car of Sprung and the 30 car of Stephen Goldner.
It seems to take about 5 to 10 laps for his car to come in after every caution. Tends to lose a little bit of spots right there on the initial restart and then starts making them back up. That could be a good thing for him if this thing goes green from here on out, but it can really hurt him if they have a late race caution.
Go on board Stephen Goldner in the 30 car. Great look, even on the asphalt, Robbie, you see it there. the BC helmet.
Brian Clausen. I love the upside down YouTube logo.
Here we go. We're going to go back up, check on our leader. Andre in the 7 cars kind of walked away a little bit, of giving about a 10, now 10th and a half down the front stretch. Now starting to catch lap traffic, Robbie.
Yeah, definitely starting to come up on the back of the pack. It's going to be interesting to see how he's able to work his way through here. But like I said, a lot of the cars at the back are having trouble holding the bottom, so might actually not be as bad for him as we think it may be.
Continues to work the bottom, work around the lap traffic. 130 laps to go, 71 down.
Nice long run we got going on here.
Seems like everybody's kind of got it sorted out just a little bit. We have been on quite the green flag run. Tell you what, we'll run down your top 5. Andre's got that 7 car in the wind. Then you go back here to second. There's Michael Goddard. Third is going to be the Back Road Challenge driver for the Super Late Model race, Blake Neer. Fourth will be Mike Bentley. In your top 5, caution flag's going to fly, but your top 5 going to be rounded out by Parker Traves.
Oh, we got one sitting in turn 2.
Like it was possibly the 19th car of Howell's. In fact, take a look, see if we can just what happened. It was indeed Willie Howell's going to go around once again in the Pillsbury ride. Be on board. I think there was more to that than it was a little weird. Let's see. We'll see if we can't see any other cars around Howell's, but oh yeah, there is a car behind Howell's. I can't tell exactly who it is. Howell's goes around. There was contact with another car. There's maybe a connection issue. Wasn't exactly sure who it was.
It was a ghost car.
It was a ghost car?
It's a ghost car. Howell's got caught by the dreaded ghost car.
I don't believe that was the case. Nonetheless, caution flag's going to fly. 6 cautions for 26 laps so far of the 76 ran. It's been a great race, Robbie, and definitely we didn't oversell this one a bit. Plenty of action from the front to the back.
Yeah, most definitely. It's been an exciting race so far, but right now we're starting to get into that window from lap 75 to lap 125 where, you know, if you're going to put your one set of tires on, this is where you got to start making your decision. Do you want to go ahead and put them on early so that you can make the last 125 run, or are you going to try and hold out as long as you can? The problem with holding out as long as you can is how much ground are you going to lose on those old tires versus the new tires, plus also, what if that caution doesn't come when you want it to come?
Well, I believe the answer for Mark Phelan was come down and put tires on, as well as Zachary Sprung. I believe I saw the jack go up on the 4 car. Yeah, Robbie, it's definitely going to be a big gamble as far as your one set of tires and when you can take them.
Going to be interesting to see.
Now, I know you and I have both been a part of the Super Late Model Series over at the Backwards Hat Racing Association. You know, the one set of tires at the halfway point, it was definitely always the big tire gamble and who could save them the best.
Yeah, in that series, you know, there was a halfway break and the caution was thrown and everybody had to come get tires in. You know, some people tried to run the whole race without tires, you know, kind of backfired on them. But it's interesting to see how it plays out, though, as we get double filed here and get ready to restart.
I'm almost positive now as we get a good look at Blake Neer's hood, which kind of been the subject of topic. I'm pretty sure that's the guy from the Trailer Park Boys.
Might have to watch that show. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. It's going to be Andre and Goddard leading us down. Andre's going to get a good jump on the field. The Rockstar machine thunders down into turn number 1.
Yeah, Andre definitely has a fast car right now. It looks like the longer the race goes, the better his setup's getting for him, as he's already out to a 4 or 5 car length lead as they get into turn number 1.
Goddard now going to break free, and then they're going to double up behind him. It will be the 51 car of Bentley. Near going to make contact with Bentley once again.
And Near and Bentley have been putting on a show.
It's definitely been fun to watch. I've been watching them go back at it like a couple of fighters, exchanging blows. Looks like, oh, Near going to get a little loose. Near into the wall.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh! Big wreck in the back. Sprung involved. Willie Howells in the 18 car. We just saw him come down, putting those tires on.
Oh, looks like the Pillsbury car is involved again.
I'll show you what happened. We'll slow it down just a little bit. Contact between the 81 car and Near. Gonna move Near up the track just a little bit. He tried to save it. Back down the racetrack he's gonna go. Looks like the 56 may have tried to get on the brakes just a little bit to miss the end. Accelerating down the back straightaway. Oh, the 56 got the inside wall. I was trying to figure out what had happened to McPherson exactly. I believe you're going to see it, Robbie. The 56 is going to get the inside wall right there trying to check up. 4 car with nowhere to go. The 18 car going to receive a little bit of damage. The good news for Phelan is it didn't look like the car was hurt too bad. He did continue on. Over the 19 car of Willie Howells. Looks like it's setting on pit road.
Yeah, it looks like Blake Near is taking his car to his trailer. He's done for the night, so there will be no winner of the back row to the front row.
Well, a tough break for Near as he was on the move. Definitely thought he may have had what it took to pull it off. Caution flag once again gonna fly. Cody Gray said it's Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys.
Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys.
Well, we appreciate you helping us out with that, Cody, as we've been kind of up here debating it amongst ourselves in the booth. Evil Outlaw Motorsports.
Just wonder who you're talking about.
I missed that one when he typed it out there, so I'm not exactly sure. But as here we go, folks, 114 laps. Robbie, we're almost to the halfway point. Only a few cars retired. I
believe as of right now, Blake Near and Adam Ross may be the only cars out of it.
Blake Near and Adam Ross look to be the only cars out of it. Phelan is going to get us.
He said that no tires called.
Oh.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air, 113 laps to go, 88 complete. Andre gonna get a good jump once again. Here comes Goddard, Gaunter, and Traves, all giving pursuit.
Yeah, right now though, Andre definitely has the fastest car, it looks like. But I tell you, man, Mike Bentley, for a guy that keeps going from the back to the front, back to the front, back to the front, I think if he can ever get up front, I think he's going to be in good shape.
There you go. Watch Bentley work through the traffic down the front straightaway. Bentley now going to work to the inside of the 37 of Goddard. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway.
Bentley and Goddard side by side into one. Bentley pulls out. almost clear out of 2. Clears.
Good little battle here. This is for the 4th and 5th position. Goddard had it, Bentley taking it over. Robbie, you're talking about Andre and just how great that car's look. I was looking at lap times for the last lap. He's about a half a tenth faster than the field at a 16.309.
I'll tell you what's crazy about that is Andre in practice running 16.062. That goes to show you how much tires are falling off.
Yeah, you want to talk about fall off a little bit. Just looking at Andre, the best time he's ran so far since the beginning of the race was 16.176. Keep in mind, guys, like we said, these cars had a limited set of tires at one set. About a 2/10 fall off, and that's your leader right now who's kind of set sail on the field. Fastest car through the track through that time, though, was Traves in the 60 car.
All right, man, caution is out.
Caution flag is going to fly once again. I believe it's the 6 car of Brad Lavelle. Take a look at what happened to Lavelle here. As he was stopped on the front straight. Oh, it's going to be contact with Willie Howells. There you see it. Howell's going to make a little contact with Lavelle. Lavelle's going to go around. Go on board with the 19 car. There you see it, a little contact. Lavelle going to get sideways, not be able to catch it.
Hey, the Doughboy's being tired of being poked. He's starting to poke back.
Yeah, definitely so. Willie Howells had a rough run so far in the 19 car. Still in the lead lap, though, currently being scored in the 12th position. I tell you what, Robbie. See if we can dial up. We'll let you dial up a driver. We haven't done that in the past few cautions. We've been busy trying to catch all the action.
Andres, Robbie, button backwards hat production booth. Got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, right now you seem to be the car to beat. You're about a half to a 10th of a lap faster than the field right now. Tell us about your car and when you plan on coming in and getting that one set of tires.
Well, just to any other drivers that are watching, I don't want to say when I'm going to get my tires. But yeah, the car's been running really well. I take a lot of pride in building a long run setup, so I may not be the fastest if it's 20 to 30 to go and we get a late race caution, but give me 100 laps. And once we start driving off the car, off the right rear, it's got to go straight off the corner. That's when I tend to excel. So still a long way to go. Just being really patient right now. Just not even using the car. Just mirror driving, seeing my gap, and managing my tires here.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, we definitely could tell that right there at the beginning of the race, it looked like your car wasn't right where you wanted, but as the tires started wearing off and the fall off started, like you talked about, your car seemed to come to the front, man. So definitely we can tell that you got a long run car. I'm guessing for you, what you don't want to see though is a caution with like 10 to go.
Exactly, you got it. If we can do an 80 lap run to finish this thing out, that'd be beautiful.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, we'll let you get back, get ready to go, and we'll do like everybody else, just try and guess when you're going to come get that set of tires.
Well, that was your leader. Definitely a guy that's playing it out, Robbie, and definitely playing it smart. He's had that car out front most of the race. Getting ready to restart here, 100 laps. It's going to be cross flags in the air.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air, we're back to racing. Andre gonna waste no time getting on the loud pedal. However, Goddard not gonna let him get away so easy through 1 and 2. And here comes the 60 car of Traves.
Yeah, Traves starting to make his way back up towards the front after early incident. Traves is now back up in the third, see what he can do. But I tell you, you can see what Andre's talking about. For about 2-3 laps, those guys are able to stay with him, and then he starts slowly pulling away from him.
A little bit of side-by-side action back here further in the pack. Oh! Contact, big wreck.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Tough break. Brody McPherson, I saw him in this one as well. Looked like he might have just been the innocent bystander in it all. Hard contact. The 30 car going to go upside down. Barrel rolls, and Robbie, I believe it's time.
It's Dramamine Cam.
Here you're going to see it. 30 going to get a little loose. Contact. From there it's on. Up on his roof. Sky, ground, sky. Definitely no sight any racer wants to see. Going to bring the field to a halt once again. That was the 9th caution on the evening. 96 laps to go.
How about that cup holder?
You like that cup holder?
It held that water bottle, man. That water bottle never moved.
You know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
Like McPherson having a little problems getting the 56 car. Oh, you know what this is a perfect time for? Front suspension all torn up on the 56 car. I saw him limping it around. You can tell.
Ooh.
Definitely got some front suspension problems there. Never a good thing, Robbie, when we go to this camera and you can see the sky through the hood.
No, never a good thing.
I'm not sure if...
It looks like the upper control arm's busted on that.
I'm not exactly sure if McPherson had used his quick repair or not. The 56 is still on pit road, as well as the 18 car of Phelan on pit road to make repairs. He's coming around to catch the field. Robbie, we've still got 12 cars on the lead lap. Attrition's starting to take effect a little bit. We've got a few retired so far.
Yeah, definitely got... Still got only 2 cars that are officially out of the race, that being Blake Neer and Adam Ross. But Brody McPherson definitely got a lot of damage on his now. See how this plays out for him.
Yeah, I believe that he had already used up the mulligan, so repairs going to be made to the 56 car. 1 to green, we're going to double them back up behind the Ford Mustang pace car. 19 of you still out there watching. We can't thank you enough, as you guys out there in the Backward Hat Nation will make it all possible. Hanging through, halfway through the Super Late Model race, saw a great SK modified race. Overall, a great night of racing, and here we go, Robbie. 93 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. We're back underway here. Andre gets a great restart this time, but it was gap the field by about 4 car lengths off the turn number 2.
Mike Bentley in the 51 car going to do battle with Goddard again. Gonder up ahead of them, and then look at that, Dale Shaw's made the rebound in the 83 car.
Yeah, Dale Shaw's definitely making a rebound, trying to get his way back towards the front. Kind of curious though, you know, we're now past the halfway point. We're on lap 111 of 200. How much longer are the leaders going to stay out there before they get their tires?
Well, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now, if you're Andre in that 7 car, you've got to be happy with how it's performing.
Well, yeah, most definitely. You got to be happy with the performance of your car and how everything's running. The big thing is fuel. Or you know, if you decide that you're going to roll the dice and try to make this without stopping for tires, you know, is the fuel the big question mark. But with all the cautions we have, maybe you've got enough fuel to make it the whole way. And if you're a driver like Andre that talks about his setup comes in the longer they run, how long can he stay out? Because on new tires, his car isn't that good.
Field goes storming through turn 1 and 2. Kind of noticing as the run goes along, Robbie, you've got Andre and Gonder. They've been up there most of the entirety of the run. Traves has started to work his way back into the top 5. Bentley, Goddard, and then you've got Shaw. The top 6 cars who have been the main story of the program as a whole so far now getting set to do battle through the last 85 laps of the race.
Yeah, most definitely. And I tell you, man, I'm wondering how much Bentley is saving. How much has Bentley saved of that car so that when we get here to the end, he has something? Because he's staying right there. He's not losing any ground to the leaders. He's running the top 5 the entire time. He's gotten as high as 2nd, fallen all the way back to 5th, worked his way back up to 4th now. But he's one of those guys that I'm pretty sure if you look at his tires, he's still not burning up that rotor.
Look at that. We're going to get you up close and personal with the Parker Traves machine, courtesy of the Mike Bentley. Oh, Traves and Bentley both do a little bobble there, Robbie.
Yeah, both drivers bobble for a little bit. I'll be interested to see if they can gather them up.
Man, you got to talk about great car control and the great respect these drivers are showing, though. You saw Bentley there, right to the back door of Traves. A lot of give and take here. You know, not necessarily going to throw the bumper to you, just let you know I'm there. Put the pressure on. Like I said, we've seen a lot of great racing through these 120 laps so far.
Yeah, we have 30 cars smoking down the backstretch as he makes his way to pit road.
Looks like it could be an end of the night for Stephen Golder. You know, not a lot of damage to the 30 car either, Robbie, so you got to wonder if maybe the motor just expired. Looks like it is going to go up on the jacks.
It looks internal.
It does look internal. You know, Robbie, one thing that we haven't really talk to, maybe attribute that to, I'm not sure if it was indeed a motor, but with these guys being able to run what you brung and hope that you brung enough, you can always, you know, add or remove grill tape throughout. Oh, we got the 6 car around at the bottom of turn 1. We're going to stay green. Back to what I was saying though, you can always add or remove the grill tape throughout a long period of a run, and I know myself, I've pushed her right to the borderline to the melting pot, and definitely had one expire on me due to that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the grill tape, you know. One thing I just noticed, you know, the air temperature has come down. The air temperature is down to 64, but the track temperature has risen again. It's back up over 70 degrees again. But the track's getting hot and sticky. The air temperature's coming down, but it's not hot per se, which makes you want to run a little bit extra tape, but it's definitely not cold enough that you can get away with running a lot of tape.
Definitely agree. Oh, lap traffic going to become a factor for Gondner as he almost collects the 52 car, or 59 car, I'm sorry. Everybody going to stay green, stay clean, although got to think hazard avoided there.
That was dicey.
Oh! Wreck in front of the leaders. McPherson's going to go around. Caution flag going to fly once again. And you've got to think if you're Andre, the pucker factor probably real right there.
That's at least a 8.5 on a scale of 10.
Oh. I'm glad he hasn't changed those tires yet, because they may need to get him new seat cover after that one's all said and done. We're going to go on board with him as this is probably going to be the best look of what you got. McPherson going to get the inside wall, then the outside wall. Andre cool, calm, and collected, going to crack the throttle, pick it back up again. Or McPherson going to take the 56 to the pits. I believe that may have ended the evening. He was doing battle there with the 28 car, Paul Maltese. Got a good run. That wasn't a battle for position. Maltese scored a few laps ahead of it, but right there, McFisher's going to get the inside wall. Hard contact onto the 56.
tell you, everyone else has come in and got their tires, all except for our leader.
See a few more cars going to take advantage of pit road repairs now. One of them's going to be the 03 car, as well as the 4 and the 53 car of Jeremy Brooks. Looks like the 03's up on the jacks, going to take the tires to that machine. Brooks as well. I believe everybody who's came down actually putting tires on.
Yeah, most definitely. And then the question becomes, with as small of a track as this, do you have enough time to actually change all 4 before you go lap down, or you do 2, go back out, come back in, and put the other 2 on?
Mark Phelan's going to bring the 18 machine down pit road. Kind of cover the happenings. Leader's going to stay out once again, Robbie. Yep, there's the left side of Phelan's number 18 Dex imaging machine, so they are going to put at least left side tires on it. Fix a little damage, he's going to get it back out and away. Tell you what, let's see if I can't get a word with the man of the hour in the SK race, who's definitely had himself a great run here so far.
Got 1 to go.
Well, we'll talk to him later. Good call, as we were kind of monitoring pit road and some other things. 68 laps to go, Robbie. We've had 10 cautions, 48 laps, 133 in the books. The picture's becoming a little more clear now. You got any favorites to win?
Because right now it's hard to bet against Andre, but something still tells me, man, Mike Bentley, keep an eye out on him.
Andre's going to get a good jump as the field storms through 1 and 2 once again. Andre going to lead him down the back straightaway. Gaggle of cars behind him. That's including the 52 of Costa. There is Willie Howells. Car of Sprung. Zachary Sprung still hanging in there. Like I said, he was the fastest car in practice. Had a little bit of a rough go of it, still hanging in there.
Sprung's had a rough race tonight, but he's definitely still battling, still trying to get up there. But I tell you right now, Andre does not like what he sees in his mirror as the 81 is moving into second place, bringing the 51 with him. Both of those drivers are on fresh tires.
Well, here we go. Right now it's Mike Bentley following Goddard. They're going to work around the 37 car of Goddard. One interesting note, Robbie, the 18 car of Phelan still on pit road.
Trying to get a lot of damage fixed on his race car. Maybe a while before he's back out on track.
Good little battle. This battle's for the 4th and 5th position, as Parker Trey's going to work his way around Goddard as well. Jesse Costa going to be the next one in line. Well, Robbie, it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. 16 laps to go. I tell you what, let's bring it up one final time.
Heck yeah. So Grandpa, I need a little more fixing it. We're getting loud again on Backwards Eye Productions.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution flag gonna fly once again. I saw a car in the middle of our crank it up there. They might have got a little out of shape. Not exactly sure who it was.
Oh, the 6 car was stopped out of turn number 4
oh,
right
look,
in front
Bentley's
of
up on his side.
Yeah, Bentley turned over 4 or 5 times there. Heck of a break for him. Andre with some damage on this one. Oh, a lot of the leaders caught up in this one.
Holy cow. There you see it. Everybody just kind of duking it out up front. Oh man, there it is. The 6-car Lavelle going to be spun around. Bentley gets a piece of it. Andre's going to get a piece of it. Wild ride for Mike Bentley. You see the sparks flying. How did Parker Trace miss it?
No clue.
Holy cow. Wild ride for Mike Bentley. Heartbreak again. Put you on board with him, show you what he saw. Sparks flying. Bentley's car going to go for a ride. Never a good thing, Robbie, when you go to the suspension cam and all you see is sky.
No, never
tough
a good
break
thing.
for Mike Bentley.
Wow.
I want to go back and look at Traves one more time. Said we were going to. I'll tell you what, we'll stay with the live action. But Parker Traves, I don't know how he got through it. In the words of my favorite Australian, Jimmy Boomtown, channeling the inner Moses there to get through it. Cody Grace has cradled that water bottle. Yeah, I don't think Bentley lost the water bottle either, Robbie.
No, the water bottle holder, I don't know what they're using, maybe some super glue. Not exactly sure, but they're definitely holding it in. But Andre was able to come down, get his fast repair out of the way, also put 4 tires on that 7 car, so he's now back on fresh tires, so it'd be interesting to see if he can make his way back up, because he's going to restart 9th.
You know, the silver lining for that is Bentley and Andre, neither one had used the flash repair. They've been out front the whole race. So, you know, both cars are repairable. They're going to be good as new to the aspect of, you know, damage and whatnot, but still now a long way to come.
Yeah, the one that really got the rough end of the deal there, though, is going to be Bentley's. He's going to be 3 laps down because of that.
There you go, on board with the 7 car of Andre. Someplace he hadn't been all night, Robbie, really is, you know, he came up through the field from 8th, but then he got out front and just kind of set sail, led some laps. It's going to be interesting to see just how patient he is getting back through the field. 50 laps to go.
I'll be honest with you, if I'm Andre and I know that my car drives better off of the worn right rear tire, I'm going to use my stuff up. I'm going to burn that right rear up.
Here we go, right to the deck lid of the 83. Gonna tickle
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Go 3 car, that's Ray M. Looks like the 18 car. Another tough break for Phelan, who had set on pit road, got that car repaired. And it looks like Bentley's car back to pit road. Take a look and see what happens. Like Bentley's gonna get loose. Howells checks up. They all kind of get checked up here. Bentley's still trying to save it through the grass, and oh, big contact for the 18. Wondering exactly what had happened to him. On board the roof cam. You see it's Bentley still trying to save it right there. Heavy contact. Tough break for Phelan, Robbie. He had set on pit road, tried to make repairs to that car. As was the 83 car of Shaw to pit road. Looks like he has finally taken those tires. Parker Trave's going to be in second now. Costa up to third. Andre already back up to fourth. Zachary Sprung. Zachary's been hanging tough, Robbie, even though the car little bit of beat and battered. Looks like it's been in a short track Saturday night special. Zachary holding on and currently still up inside the top 5.
Hey, you know what they say, man. All you need is a radiator and some oil and a motor at a short track. All that other stuff is just pretty dressings.
Tell you what, I'm gonna see if I can get a word with. See if we can't get a word with
Parker Traves.
Talk to Parker Traves. Let's talk to Parker. Parker Traves is Bradley Wilson, the backwards hat booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, man, 45 laps to go here in the 200 lap event. It's definitely been exciting out there. In the blink of an eye, your night could go from bad to worse. Man, talk us through real quick. I know you're going to go green. How did you make it through that one of those last wrecks?
I just kind of seen a wreck and I just went by and hope for the best. It's been a tough one. I've been fighting a tight car, so we'll see what we got here at the end.
Man, good luck. Get back down to business. 44 laps to go. Be 43 at the line. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, here we go, Robbie. You heard it. You can almost kind of hear the exhaustion in Parker Trave's
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. We're underway. Andre going to now look for third. Koska going to give him plenty of room to the outside. Other drivers start to work their way back up through the field. Shaw's one of them.
Yeah, I tell you, you can hear the exhaustion in Trey's voice, but I mean, if you think about it, at the end of this guy's going to do 275 laps of racing, not including practice laps, qualifying laps. You guys have been going at it for over 4 hours now.
Laps to go. Right now you're watching some great battles all around the racetrack. I'll tell you what, we'll zoom out and bring you back up here in the press box with us for just a moment as you see the battle start to unfold.
Yeah, it's getting interesting. Andre's made his way up to third, Graves in second, Gareth in first. Going to be interesting to see who can actually hold them off as we get down to the end here.
I've got to kind of think, Robbie, that 45, now make it 39 laps to go. It was 45 at the restart. You got to kind of think attrition's going to start to take effect and you're fixing to see your cream rise to the top, so to speak. And if you look up there, right now, Gonder's got the lead. Traves second, Andre third, Shaw fourth, and Costa in fifth. Costa's done a great job of keeping that 52 car clean throughout most of the night. As you can see him rocking down the back straightaway there. That car almost looks like it would have just rolled off the transporter.
Yeah, Costa had a little bit of issues early in the race, was able to get his fast repair done, get back out there, and since then he's had a real clean race from there on out. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing ends, but I tell you, man, getting down to the end here, I think, honestly, if we go green here on out, watch out for Andre.
I put the curse on him. I was talking about the clean race car, makes contact with the inside wall. Still not a lot of damage, but yeah, like you said, Robbie, Andre coming back up through the field. You've got to wonder right now if he's just kind of letting it settle back in. Going to let Gonder and Traves do battle. 34 laps to go.
I think if you're Andre, you got to get up front now. Andre's told us that his car isn't great on restarts. He struggles on the short run. Long run is where his car exceeds. If he's going to have a shot at winning this, he needs to get up there. He needs to make his way around these guys and take the lead. So that way he can at least dictate a restart if there's a late race restart.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there as you go on board from the roof cam. Take a look right there. We go off, take a look at the back roof. Leaders in sight, you've got nothing but daylight behind you.
Yeah, it's tightening up the top 3 spots. Well, Gareth, Traves, and Andre are all right there on top of each other. You can just about cover them all with a blanket as they start stacking up on each other. They're not close enough yet for the Dixie napkin yet, but they're getting there.
Not close enough for the Dixie napkin. Maybe a brawny paper towel at this point.
Yeah, maybe a good brawny double-sided thick paper towel, but I tell you though, man, Andre has ran these guys down. He's there now. He's to the back bumper of Traves.
Through 3 and 4, they're going to work. It's 29 laps to go. It'll be 28 as they take the line. And if you're Andre right now, you see the lap car of the 59, you gotta think, oh man. You know, you gotta wonder, Robbie, the incident with the lap car is just an isolated incident. Nobody's fault there. Lap car gets spun around, tries to get back going, leaders are coming. But man, you gotta think, does something like that gonna stick into your mind now? And with every lap car you pass, you're gonna hold your breath. Oh, Goddard gonna get loose out of 2. Battle for the lead.
Yeah, battle for the lead. Traves down on the bottom underneath Goddard. Goddard's going to fall all the way back to 3rd as they exit off of turn number 4. One little bobble has cost him the top spot, and he's falling from 1st to 3rd.
Goddard's one of those guys that took tires before all of these guys, Robbie.
He definitely took them earlier than everybody else.
Oh, is he going to save it?
Yeah,
Hangs on to it again, although I don't know how.
He is worn out of his tires at this point. You can watch it there. He's lost all rear grip. The car is just struggling. What it's doing is it's actually doing what I like to call a tight loose condition. This car is so tight, there's so much wheel in it to get it to turn and stay down on the bottom that when he exits the corner, it just snaps loose on him. He's done a real good job of fighting it. At this point, his only option, you know, is either to continue to put that much wheel in it and try and battle his way back up to those guys, or accept his fate and just kind of, you know, roll out of it a little bit more.
They begin to work around the lap cars again. That was the 6 car, Brad Lavelle. He was the lap car that had the problems. Like I said, Lavelle did nothing wrong. You know, got loose, couldn't get it gathered back up, spun around in front of the field. But like I was saying, Robbie, you know, these leaders, as they start to work through lap traffic, you've almost got to hold your breath a little bit, you would think, as laps winding down, and you're getting to the point of the race where if you were Andre, you know, if you were Andre or Parker Traves or somebody, you could have kind of rebounded from that. But it's laps, you know, we're getting down into 20 laps to go this time by, and if you have something catastrophe or major catastrophe like that happens, you may not have enough time to get back through the field.
Yeah, at this point, you're pretty much hoping for a caution if you're Goddard, because he has lost a substantial amount of time. He's a 1.5 seconds back now from the leader.
The battle for the lead continues to heat up. Traves has it. All over his back bumper is Andre in the 7 car.
Yeah, Andre is definitely there, but Traves is doing a good job of protecting the bottom, not allowing Andre to get a good look on the inside of it. It's going to be interesting. Can Traves hold him off for another 18 laps?
The battle rages on. It is a good one. It's really kind of spread out, folks. It's single file. The only battle on the racetrack at the moment that was within gap is Traves and Andre.
Right now, it really has. It's thinned out all the way around. This has a green flag run feel to it. Feels like we may be able to go all the way to the end here green. But the question is, will that play in Andre's favor? Andre's told us he has a better long run car. Traves, we don't know a lot about his car. You know, he has said that he's fighting a tight condition on his car. We don't know if that's just because of the traffic or because of the way he's driving it. Right now, though, it doesn't look tight. It looks at the bottom of 1 and 2.
Now, both cars are getting around the racetrack extremely well, right up against the white line. Parker's definitely got it.
All right, man,
Caution!
caution is out.
Caution
Caution is
flag's gonna fly. As we said that it may go to the end, the Miller Lite number 59 of Goss, problems in 3 and 4. In fact, take a look and see just what happened to Sean Goss.
I think Sean's going to need a Miller Lite after the night.
I believe you're going to see, oh, there was contact. He and the 81 of Goddard get together. Goss going to take the 59 to pit road. He will get the fenders beat out on a little bit and continue on. There is the 56 car of Brody McPherson as it continues to sit on pit road. A lot of damage. Robbie is definitely one of the hardest hits of the night, was taken by Brody.
Yeah, it definitely was a hard hit for Brody. But we're getting down to the very end, the nitty gritty of it. When we go back green, we're going to be under 10 laps to go.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you pick one of the final caution interviews of the night.
Really? You're going to give that one to me?
Yeah. I'm a giver, man. I'm a giver.
You're a giver. I tell you what, let's talk to Andre one more time. Andre, Robbie Butner, Backwards Hat Production. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's come down to what you dreaded. It's going to be looks like a 10-lap shootout, 10 to 8 to 10 lap shootout here at the end. Do you got anything for Traves?
Yeah, I normally get bit this way, but we're still on old tires, so I have that going for me. I do have, I think other than Michael back there, I do have better tires than Goddard and Traves, but we'll see how it goes here. Trey's been pretty good at being very consistent. He hasn't made any mistakes, so it's been very tough to get by, but we'll see here with 10 to go.
I'll tell you, man, you've driven a heck of a race up to this point. It's going to be good to see an action-packed race to the end here. It's going to be fun to watch you and Trey's, man, get after it. Best of luck to you, and we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Well, they've definitely put on a show up front. 10 to go, Robbie. We're going to restart inside of 10 to go. It'll be 9 at the line. Katie, bar the door. It's time. If you've got anything left, it's time to put it out there. Let the rough side drag.
Yeah, you're definitely going to let the rough side drag as we get ready here. Pace car's making that hard left turn.
Green flag back in the air. Trave's going to step on the loud pedal. Here comes Andre and the rest of the field behind him. Look at Goddard in the 37. He's going to try to put a dog in the fight as well, as he's going to hang with Andre into 3 and 4.
Yeah, definitely. Goddard was able to get a good run there, was able to make his way up. But I tell you right now, Traves is loving what he's seeing as Andre's having to fight off Goddard. Oh, contact in the back. Stay green.
Goddard going to provide a little bit of trouble for Andre. That's going to let Traves check out just a little bit. Traves the fastest car on the racetrack that time by, and we're talking thousandths of a second.
Yeah, right now, these guys are getting after it. Heavy action back here in the back. These guys are all over each other.
We'll stay with the lead. We'll let Robbie give us any late braking from back there, but right now it's all Traves trying to get out the broom and do a little sweeping. 5 laps from it.
Yeah, Traves right now, 5 laps from the end. He's got about a 2-car length lead over Andre. Andre's driving it down to the corner. It's going to be interesting to see if he can get there.
Get a back look there, looking back at Goddard in the 37 car. Traves to the bottom. Everybody single file up front. Traves once again, Robbie, the fastest car on the racetrack.
And right now, if you got anything left in the tank, you're using it all up. So, Traves is definitely running some fast laps right now.
2 laps to go. 2 more circuits around the 5 Flag Speedway, and we're going to crown a champion of the super late model portion of the night. White flag in the air. It'll be one last shot. 4 corners for Andre. Here he comes. Goddard still looks at Andre down the back straightaway. Traves makes it through 3 and 4 clean and out of turn number 4. It's going to be Parker Traves. Get out the brooms, ladies and gentlemen. Clean sweep tonight here at 5 Flag Speedway.
Heck of a job by Parker. Heck of a job.
Fireworks going off in the distance. Parker Traves. There you see it, a lot of respect between those 2 drivers. It was a great race up front throughout the last 100 laps. Parker Traves gonna burn it down. Almost like he's done that before, Robbie.
I believe he may have done it once or twice.
Well, I tell you what, folks, a great race we just saw. Parker Traves gonna get out the broom, do a little sweeping. Andre got to be heartbroken, led most of the race, gonna finish 2nd, Goddard 3rd, Shaw 4th. And Gonder gonna round out your top 5, and I believe Robbie's now gonna be standing by with a driver in the 37 car, Michael Goddard.
I am down here with Michael Goddard. Michael, solid 3rd place finish here tonight. Tell us about your run, man. Started 19th, going to come home 3rd tonight.
Yeah, it was fun to have a clean race. I know a lot of people weren't as lucky, but yeah, it was a good race. I wish there would have been more green flag runs. We definitely missed on setup, but it was fun to just jump in here last second. I didn't get the qualify or anything, so better than just run official all night.
Heck yeah, brother. I tell you, man. A lot of action tonight. A lot of side-by-side, a lot of beating and banging. But definitely had some good long green flag runs. If you'd have had time to get some practice and make a couple more adjustments to the chassis on your car, what do you think you would have needed to do to be able to pick up 2 more spots?
Definitely probably a gear change and freeing it up big time. I was just way too tight, especially on the long run. Or especially when the track got rubbered up, and with all the cautions, every time it would cool back down, I'd just restart too tight.
Heck yeah, brother. We could definitely tell that a lot of cars were struggling with a tight condition tonight. Hard to hook the bottom through the corner. Definitely could see a lot of glowing brake rotors where guys are having to use a lot of brake. Did you struggle with that as well tonight, having to use a lot of brake to set the nose of the car in the corner?
Oh yeah, big time, and that's plus cranking rear brake to it just to try and get it to rotate.
Heck yeah, man. Definitely good to see you come out here tonight, come away with a good solid 3rd place finish again. Started 19th, come home 3rd. Heck of a run for you, man. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just my teammates. They weren't here tonight just because I just found out about this league last second. I'm sure they'll probably run some more races if we see anything come up. But FSM guys, Colin, Pete, Brandon, Adam, those guys have helped me step my game up for sure.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Again, congratulations on a solid 3rd place run, and look forward to seeing you some more as the season goes on.
Thank you. You guys have a good night. Happy New Year.
Once again, Robbie, that was Michael Goddard. For a guy who joined last second, minimal practice, definitely putting on a show. Came up from the 19th starting spot to finish 3rd. I believe you're now standing by with a 2nd place driver in the 7 car.
I am. I'm down here with a man that's probably half heartbroken, half happy with such a solid run tonight. Andre, man, definitely had a fast car tonight, but you told us earlier in the race, man, that short runs wasn't what your car was best at. You needed a long run to be able to take advantage of it, and looked like you were in position to do it, and late race caution kind of tripped you up there, bud. Tell us about your night.
Exactly. It was a good night. Like I said, I'm always more built for the long run for sure. The short run, you kind of get, I start it tighter so it frees up as the run goes, so it was tight for that 10 laps there, and I just couldn't get back to his bumper. That run before, Trace was really good. He wouldn't make any mistakes, so all I needed was really one mistake, and I think I could have controlled the race from there. I was just never given that mistake or that opportunity to get by, which is his job. He's here racing, and Gonder was quick, everyone was quick, but short runs are not my thing. I definitely got to go for 80 to 100 laps to really stretch its legs.
Heck yeah, brother. You definitely showed the strength of your car through the mid part of the race. Led well over 100 laps of this race, man. I tell you, it was good to see that Rockstar Energy car out front tonight. Definitely gave it a heck of a run, man. We talked to you several times throughout the night. But is there anybody out there you want to give a shout out to, man?
Just everyone that's really worked on this car helped me get where I am. Scott Eckert's Chassis, one of my main setup teams that we work with. I'm kind of friends and associates with Front Stretch Mafia, so they're a big help to any support I can get. Strange Oval, back of my car, they sponsored me this year, and Seneca Performance for all the stuff they do on the car. Of course, Rockstar for their continued support, and CHR, my real life team. Wouldn't be here without them.
Heck yeah, brother. Again, solid night for you tonight. Unfortunately, come home one spot short of what you wanted, but definitely nothing to hang your hat about, man. Everybody knew you were here tonight. Congratulations on a heck of a run here in the Winter Meltdown.
Thanks, guys. I just really appreciate you guys putting this on. Did great broadcast. Thanks to Brant for officiating all of us, doing a million things at once. And lastly, you guys and everyone that put the broadcast on. We really appreciate it.
Hey, it's our pleasure, brother. Again, congratulations on a solid second place run tonight.
Well, you heard the heartbreak in his voice, but he definitely put on a show for us. Started from 8th to 2nd. Robbie, I believe you're now standing by with our race winner from the victory lane, brought to you by Magnum Signs, Parker Traves.
Yeah, we're down here in the Magnum Signs victory lane once again with the man that pulled the broomstick out. Give it to him, ladies and gentlemen. Parker Traves, your winner of tonight's 200 lap super late model race to go along with his victory earlier tonight in the SK modified race. Parker, how'd you do it, brother?
I don't know. It was a tough one to put together. Definitely, we tested quite a bit this week, and I just was testing by myself, and I guess the track didn't put much rubber down, and with all these cars out here tonight, it put a lot of rubber down, caused me to be tight first half. So when I brought it in, we went to work and loosened the car up for the last half of the race, and it just came to life. And I was riding there a bit behind Gonder, and he made a mistake, and I was able to capitalize on it, and we got by him. And Andre, he put a good race on, and definitely wasn't hard to win with him beating down the back door.
Heck yeah, you guys definitely put on a heck of a show there. I tell you, those last 10 laps must have felt like qualifying laps for you, because we're looking at lap times, and lap after lap after lap, you were getting faster and faster as the race wound down there. What's it like with 10 laps to go, knowing that this is for all the marbles? You know, it's what you came here to do tonight, and have to put those kind of laps down lap after lap.
Yeah, I was just trying to be as smooth as possible and hit the same laps lap after lap, and I kept looking up on my relatives, seeing Andre. He was still there. He was staying with me, and I just tried being smooth and just kept looking at the front windshield, trying to stay ahead of him.
Heck yeah, brother. Again, like we said, you've swept tonight. You get the broomstick out. You just take it to everybody. It's got to feel good to know that at the end of the night, when the Winter Meltdown is all said and done, and they put the results up and it shows the winner of the SK and the winner of the Super Late models, you don't have to look far on either one of those to see your name.
Yeah, I put a lot of time into this week, and it definitely showed that we were fast, and we unloaded very fast in qualifying and race trim, so I was very happy with this.
Heck yeah, brother. So let's see. All together tonight, you're going to take home, what, $90?
110, because I was 60 to win this, 30 for the mod, and $10 for each fast time, so I think that's 110.
Holy cow, not bad for 4 hours worth of racing, huh?
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun though. I just got to thank Brant. He put on a good show tonight, and everyone that did work, Willie, you guys broadcasting up in the booth, all the sponsors, my sponsors. I just couldn't do it without them.
Heck yeah, brother. It's awesome to see you again. Congratulations for a heck of a run. And we're going to let you give that shout out to all your sponsors one last time. And if you keep winning like this, we're going to have to put a cot up here in the booth for you so you don't have to go far.
Perfect. Yeah. Just want to thank my sponsors, Trade Motorsports, Draco Springs, and my fiance for the new wheel. Thank you.
Heck yeah. Again, congratulations to Parker Traves, tonight's winner of both our SK Modified race and the Super Late Model race.
Once again, Parker Traves putting on a show from the joined by, or Robbie Buckner joins him in the Magnum Signs Incorporated Victory Lane. Robbie, what a show we saw. 200 laps. Definitely great racing. And then the 75 lap SK mod race. Man, great night of racing. I'm telling you, if you're Brant, you've got to be happy with the product that was put out. And I know we had a blast calling it.
Heck yeah, we did. And I tell you, take a little bit of time here real quick. You know, one of the things for tonight was there was a random draw for $10 for everybody that was entered into this thing, and they done the random draw earlier. I have our winner. Our winner is going to be the 30 car of Steven Goldberg or Goldner. So Steven, congratulations, brother. You won $10 in the random draw tonight, man. And one last thing, I don't think we should do our final rundown or anything, Bradley, until we give the man who put all this together tonight a chance to come say his final word. What you think?
Yeah, man, I'll let you, like I said, I don't want to be stingy. I've already talked to him, so I'm going to let you talk to him.
All right. Brant Graham, Robbie Butner, Backers Have Productions. Man, you got a copy?
I gotcha.
I tell you, Brant, heck of a show you put here together, man. You put together a bunch of great sponsors and all. We're going to let you run down the list of all the sponsors that you guys put together. But from us here at Backwards Hat, man, we wanted to tell you that this was an awesome program. The Winter Meltdown was an awesome show.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I was really happy with the turnout. I mean, we got good car counts in both classes, some awesome racing throughout the field. It's exactly what we were looking for. And we got a back-to-back winner for Parker. That was awesome for him, and he ran 2 great races. But especially I'd like to say thanks to the sponsors that came on board, Nexgen Excavating for sponsoring, being the main sponsor on this event and making it all happen. And then Family Funland, Gorilla Graphics for doing the logos, the designs, everything up for us. And Nichols Racing for coming on board, sponsoring those end of the line challenges there, back of the pack challenges. That was awesome. It was added a little bit of more excitement to the whole deal. And Magnum Science, he's on board with us through the whole entire season, every Sunday night that we run. So I got to send a huge shout out to him and thanks to him for supporting us.
Well, heck yeah, brother. You definitely have some great sponsors, and they've definitely got to be proud of the event that you put on tonight, man. Let the fans know where they can keep up with your league, and if there's anybody out there that potentially wants to be a part of your league, what do they have to do to be a part of this great action?
Yeah, for sure. We have our Facebook page, Ontario iRacing Association. Go over there, give us a like, message us on there. We'll get back to you as soon as we can and get you involved in the league. We also have our website, oiaracing.com. You can go check us out there. Send us an email on that page. Under the contact tab, we'll get you added in there somehow. We'd love to have more guys into this league and make this a bigger event, and look forward to doing something like this later in the spring with some dirt stuff, maybe even, and then look at doing another one next year, making it bigger and better.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Definitely have something worth building on here. You guys have put together a heck of a league, and like I said, man, amazing show tonight. Heck of a job by all your drivers tonight. 275 laps of racing in one night. Almost 5 hours for these guys. Amazing job.
Yeah, for sure. I got to thank all the drivers that came out and put on a great show. It was definitely couldn't have done it without them. You need the entertainment there for sure. And like I said, all the sponsors made this event actually happen for us. And I mean, can't complain for our first ever broadcasted event. It couldn't go any better.
Well, heck yeah, Brant. Again, thank you for letting us be a part of this. We appreciate it, and wish you guys nothing but the best in the future. And guys, that right there is the man that put it all together for you tonight, Brant Graham. Brant, again, thank you from both Bradley and myself here at Backwards Hat Productions.
Yes, thanks, guys. It was awesome to have you on board, and look forward to doing some stuff in the future.
Heck yeah, brother.
Once again, that was the man that made it all happen. Hats off to Brant Graham and the show that they provided tonight. We'll now run down your final standings of the super late model division. Parker Traves, get the brooms out, going to sweep the night. Second will be Andre F. in the 7, Michael Goddard third. Dale Shaw comes home in fourth after starting on the front row. Gareth Gonder going to start fifth, finish fifth. Ray M in the 03 going to move up from the 11th spot to 6th. Zachary Sprung going to hang in there, Robbie, even though found some trouble. Maybe not things going to go his way. Still going to finish inside the top 10. Jesse Costa going to finish 8th. 9th will be Jeremy Brooks. And rounding out your top 10 will be Willie Howes.
Yeah, coming home 11th, 4 laps down is going to be Sean Goss in the 59. 12th will be Brad Lavelle in the 6, 7 laps back. 41 laps down be the 18 of Mark Phelan. Mark had a rough night all night. Mike Bentley, again, heartbreak for Mike again. 2 races in a row, had a fast car. Unfortunately, gets caught up in an incident, ends up on his roof, and his night's done. He's going to come home 14th, 52 laps off the pace. 76 laps down, and 15th is going to be Paul Matisse. 77 laps down, and 16th is going to be Brody McPherson. 82 laps down, Stephen Goldner. 18th, 117 laps. The man that took on the back row challenge, Blake Neer, made his way to the front, got caught up in an accident, and his night ended early. And rounding out the 19-car field is going to be the 35 of Adam Ross as he comes home 152 laps down.
Folks, we want to give a special shout out to our sponsors at Backwards Hat Productions as well. We couldn't do it without these fine folks. NASCAR Diecast fans, for everything diecast related, you can check them out on Facebook and Twitter. They're going to get you the up-to-date promo codes, release dates, everything in the diecast world. Although Christmas season has come and gone, want to get that a New Year's Day present in the diecast world? Check no further than there. Thompson Seed and Garden, our Muskogee, Oklahoma partner. Springtime is still a few months away, but if you want to give your yard or garden that wintertime look, nobody's going to help you do that better than Thompson Seed and Garden. Midwest Racing Development, Trevor Baker and the crew over there. Shakin' Baker, to all of those who know him well. Definitely want to thank them. Russell Brown Race Cars, the beast of the Southeast. If you want to find a Russell Brown race car around the Georgia area, look no further than Victory Lane. Robbie, once again, like I said, 200 laps, super late model racing, and definitely one heck of a program tonight.
Yeah, definitely one heck of a program tonight. You guys done a great job all night. Can't say one bad word about the racing we've seen tonight. Great racing, start to finish, from the SKs to the super lates. Awesome to see. Long night. Thank you to all the fans that hung in there for the entire show. We appreciate all of you guys for tuning in tonight. It's probably the longest broadcast we've ever done. So, but appreciate you guys for hanging in there with us and checking it out. But on to the next one, right?
On to the next one. Wednesday night, going to see a little bit of dirt action as the MVRL begins to wrap up their season. And Robbie, I don't know if you've heard this little rumor or not, but rumor has it that Backwards Hat Production acquired ownership of the MVRL, and I know you, like me, are excited to get that thing going next year.
Oh, it's going to be fun, man. Everybody knows that you and I have a passion for dirt racing. You especially have wanted to get into the league ownership side on dirt. So it's going to be interesting to watch what you're able to do as you get your hands on the MVRL and take over the day-to-day operations.
Some people would say you're probably leaving the inmates in charge of the prison there, but we'll give it our best shot anyways. Hey guys, once again, for everybody who hung out on this Sunday night with us, we sure appreciate it. New Year's Eve tomorrow. Everybody be safe. Make good choices, folks. But anyways, and then join us back here Wednesday night as we cover the MVRL. But for Robbie Buckner, I'm Bradley Wilson. Hey. What?
You know what I can actually say now?
What's that?
We'll see you guys next year.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next year. That's right. And like I said, folks, been a pleasure. Thanks to Brent Graham and all the staff, and just been a pleasure. So, like I said, until next time, we shall see you all next year. Join us Wednesday night for the MVRL, and like I said, New Year's Eve is upon us. Make good choices, folks. Don't drink and drive. Stay alive, and we'll see y'all Wednesday night.